Alright. Oh, of course, you guys can't see anything. Love that. Here we go. Still doesn't want to show you anything. Why? What? What is going on here? Hello? Okay. Why is it not wanting to show anything? What is covering the screen? Shouldn't be anything. What are you doing here? Those are off. What? Okay. OBS being weird. Got it. Love that. Okay. So, first off, let me fix my mic because I'm actually standing for once. Because my leg's still giving me issues with this sciatic nerve. Love it. But we're going to be setting up another server. So, that's 27016. Love it. That's fine. That can go to 81. Okay, I mean, that's fine. I don't necessarily care. Let's just start on one of the random bases, like Earth planet, because that'll give us like a full base to build on. Pause when empty. That's got to be changed. So does that. That. Server name. MES building. Cool. Letters, numbers, or space. What? Oh, they don't like the dash. Okay. Fair enough. And then, of course, we gotta represent ourselves, right? So. If I can spell. Typing while standing up is actually relatively difficult. And then I gotta get a link. Da, 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 da. Invite. Never. Copy. That one. No console compatibility. We'll go with Steam. That's fine. Everything else is going to stay default. We are going to add mods. All of the mods. So we gotta go to Steam. Because I want at least like Build Vision and that to help us build, which will help greatly. I don't want you. And I know you can see the IP. I'm not worried about that because that is not going to stay the same. So, I want Steam. Where's my Steam? There's my Steam. I got it. We want that. We want Space Engineers. Yes, you can see all the games that I have in play. Love it. What is this? Tangerine Ridge. What? Somebody built that? That's kind of sick. Is that like a house? Is it a mod or a house? What? Hold on. Detour. It's like a modded house. What? Is there any mods like required? Just all the DLC, huh? That's pretty sick. Not gonna lie about it. Yeah, but see how they do that. Like that stuff I can see. That is a lot of super gridding, I think. I don't know if I would trust half of that. Yeah, cause like that chair has to be modded in. So like, what's going on here? Benches. Plushies. Yeah, see that's small grid. So that's all got to be super gridded. That's weird. I like the way they did it, but okay, fair enough. Fair play. We want build vision, because that'll help us tremendously. So what is your number? ID 1697 yada yada yada. Now is that going to stay if I go to put it in here? Absolutely not. I mean, I can do that, so it's fine, I guess. Because then we just do Steam. No space because this is weird. Build vision, build info. Do 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 do. Rid of that. And that all the way back to there. Now, do we want colored items? Because that would be another thing. Like colored HUD, build HUD. Easy rename will be nice. What is extra? Oh, that's sick. What are you? 207. Let's just copy it. Whatever. Do the same thing. I guess colored HUD wouldn't be too bad either, so we'll get that. Colorful icons. Yeah, I think that's probably going to be it. And then, what else? What else? What else? I can't think of anything else that we would need just for quality of life. Just to help us build. So with that, I'm going to move this over here so I can put a password on it, because you guys can sometimes be jerks. So we can do that. No console compatibility. No plugins. We won't need multipliers. Save and start. Okay. So now we can go back to Space Engineers and hit the play button. Well, that's loading up. How's life anyway? How you guys doing? Doing okay? I hope so. Why is that like that? Is OBS okay? Yeah, it is. At least on the YouTube side. Twitch side looks a little weird from the mod view. That's okay. Alright, so don't mind the rover test. That's different. That's new. Well, not new, but newish old, I should say. That server's actually taking a minute to start up, which is weird. While that is starting up, hey, how you doing?
All right. What we got going on tonight?
I am gonna try building a MES mod. Want to join?
Oh, okay. Start getting some of those vehicles worked out.
Yeah, I figured a place to put all of our stuff would be nice.
Yes, it would. I was going to see if maybe
This is already a favorite.
on.
What? Oh, I guess so. Because I use the same part as our our PC only.
All right.
So it's already in your favorites.
All right.
Fair enough. Different password. It'll be 25.
Okay.
But it's vanilla minus build vision, build info, easy rename, and colored icons.
No infinite energy? Or in creative mode?
Yeah, I probably should. But I figured everybody would have creative mode, so...
Well, creative mode doesn't stop the power from draining and turning out your lights if you're working in somewhere dark.
Right. That's fair.
So I have it on my almost vanilla world.
Hmm.
Oh, that's wrong. I said it and then I accidentally went into that world instead. So, but I'm almost done with POI 2.
Nice. I am getting there with mine. So we'll see how it goes. I just took a copy of it and put it in the ground. So I want to see. I'm doing little touch-ups here and there. And then I got to build the above ground section, which is nice. Chat has no idea what we're talking about, and that's a good thing.
Yep. Oh, it's a surprise to everybody.
That's right. But yeah, it's coming along good. I just have to do like the upper part, and I'll be done. So hopefully not too bad. Hey, there's first colony.
You took
duh.
Yeah, you didn't.
Medical room. Yeah, I just took the Earth, like.
Easy start.
Yeah. The what is it called? Where you have the green base.
Yeah, it's easy start Earth.
Yeah. So that way, we have some place to build ships easily and not have to build a whole base just to do it?
You're going to need to delete the pirate station.
Pirate
because
station.
on Earth Easy Start, they've got a pirate station that is close enough to send drones.
Oh.
And they'll attack you.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Oh, I'm not admin. I should probably fix that.
That would also probably help. I'm just checking real quick to see if there's anything that I have on my world that you don't have.
Have you joined the server yet?
No.
Okay.
Well, I accidentally hit the wrong world to start with, so.
No, that's
I'll
fine.
be in a minute.
Hunkers, how you doing? What up? What's happening? I'm just gonna go ahead and stop the server then after I delete this.
Paint gun.
Yeah, that.
And sneaky sounds.
I didn't know sneaky sounds we really needed because well, I guess if we're gonna grind stuff down, that'd probably be nice, but.
Yeah.
Make it a little easy, I guess. What are we doing tonight? We are gonna make the attempt of starting an MES mod. One based off of the Ronin Empire, per se.
Why aren't we on Rustworld? Isn't it possible to copy or save onto the server? The modular encounter system. It's the non-vanilla NPC mods. You can get all sorts of enemies depending on level of danger. Anything from Reavers from the Firefly Serenity TV show to a lot of Star Trek mobs like the Borg. People have recently started doing like Warhammer 40,000 stuff.
Mass Effect.
Like the, yeah.
Howdy.
Hey, so.
Oh, we plan on it. We're gonna see how well we can do. Probably not well, because we're builders and not all that. MES, man.
Phonic is making a test server to
build MES stuff in.
Yeah. Oh, a new Serenity.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
Hold on 1 second. Speaking of, I'm going to go check that
out. So we said paint gun.
Paint gun, infinite energy, and sneaky sounds.
Yeah.
Probably build vision, build and repair.
Those are already in there. Build and repair is not.
Oh, I guess that's not needed, but build vision is.
Yeah, I have build vision and build info. I guess leaf finder would be nice too.
Oh yeah.
That's part of build info, isn't it?
Yeah.
Nope, not anymore.
Oh, he's got it separate now?
Yeah, he's got it separate now because it was running into some sort of conflict and it wouldn't work in build vision anymore. But when he split it out into a new mod, then it would start working again. So.
Fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not what I wanted. Dun, 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 dun. This one is 500818.
Wow.
376.
Space Engineers, 968 new workshop items this week. Space Engineers 2, 59 new workshop items this week.
That sounds right. We had some in one of our worlds with the orcs, victims of Clang, but they disable some of your stuff if you didn't know, like dampeners, then jab. Oh, yeah. Now, a lot of the MES mods will have those blocks on them. So, like jetpack inhibitors, mining inhibitors, or drill inhibitors, yada yada.
Ooh, a survival ready Serenity.
Mm-hmm.
The
Shiny.
infinite energy.
Yeah.
But I don't know if our ships and stuff are going to do that.
I'm not entirely sure how you do it.
It's one of the stuff you can call when doing the
Yeah, like shutting
signals.
down jump drives. I think Meridian's got that programmed into, like Reavers, for instance, can do that, or
Yeah.
track
Okay,
your
so-
jump, anyways.
Yeah, Reavers can track your jump, so it just chooses a random armor block and replaces it with a artificial mass, or do you have to put artificial masses on the grids?
I forget.
It's replaced with an artificial mass. I know that much because it's sometimes random where they place them.
Okay.
How about a game of 20 questions? It's a live action movie. That doesn't help. There's a lot of live action movies.
Is it made in the last 10 years? Or the last 5 years? I guess would probably be better. I don't know movies very well.
Last 5 years would probably narrow it down.
The original Nosferatu.
Wow. Last 5 years, not 50.
That's last 100.
That's the point, and no. Okay, so
A live action movie that wasn't made in the last 5 years.
yeah, okay, so that's half of the Disney movies. Most actually, they didn't start doing live action until recently, but
Is it a movie based on a book?
Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
See,
okay. So I got paint gun, infinite suit energy,
and Sneaky Sounds.
sneaky sounds. That's what I was forgetting. Dun, 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 dun.
There's a movie I haven't seen in a while. Short Circuit.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. And Batteries Not Included. Came out around the same time. Those were both good.
Gremlins.
You know, I never got to see Gremlins in the original release. My parents thought it was too violent.
Okay. So
So I actually saw Gremlins after I saw Gremlins 2.
which one did you suggest, Eisen?
Which one?
Build. He said Leak Finder, Build Vision, and
Yeah.
Build Info.
Yeah.
So yeah, we need Leak Finder.
Oh yeah, that's right. No, I mean as far as
Oh, the movie? Guesses?
Yeah.
The original Nosferatu, and then I switched over to Short Circuit and Gremlins.
Yeah, I think
And
the
Monty Python and the Holy
Nosferatu.
Grail.
Yep. Well, because they said they wish that was their choice because that would have been funny, but sadly no. It's from the late '90s.
Oh, late 90s. Matrix.
Really? I guess it was like I don't know. Matrix I don't consider live action though.
What?
Oh yeah, said Monty Python apparently.
Yeah, because that one would have been funny.
Yeah,
But Matrix is 99.
that's true. Yeah, I guess it is live action, but I don't know. My generation does not consider Matrix live action. I should say that.
I mean, it's not drawn and it's not CG.
No, but when we think live action, we think it was like an animated movie first.
Was it a space movie?
Apparently, it was Monty Python.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
okay. Wait, as in not that Monty Python, or it was Monty Python of some variety?
I don't know. We'll find out.
There's also Flying Circus.
Oh, it wasn't Monty Python. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So we're still guessing.
Okay.
Not
So
Monty
was it a
Python at all.
space
That's fair.
Yeah, so that's a good question. Was it a space movie, as Nari said? Good question.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, that'll be the next question. Was it a space movie?
I was ignoring the game of 20 questions, just throwing out random movies. So
That's
Okay.
fair. I could see that. Said no, it is not a space movie. Okay, so 18
Not a
left.
space-
is it a fantasy movie?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. So like dragons, castles, medieval times, yada yada. We'll go with that.
Or is that not so
No.
sneaky sounds?
Okay.
So it's not
Okay.
fantasy and it's not sci-fi.
space.
So that,
Yeah.
So that's like modern or classic era, then. That's what it narrows it down to.
Hmm.
I
Is
don't
the
watch too many
main
movies, but
actor male or female? I think that would probably narrow it down if it's female. Male. Okay. That doesn't help me because now most of them are male.
let's see. So it's a modern or classic with a male lead.
Yep.
in late 90s.
Did you say late 90s or just in the 90s?
You said late 90s.
Yeah. Yep, it's from the late 90s.
Oh, okay.
So
I honestly haven't watched a lot of late 90s movies. I'm not gonna lie.
Space Marine. Was it a horror movie?
Yeah, that's fair. I can eliminate a good bit.
cheating is prohibited. How would we cheat? I'm gonna ask Chat GPT what.
Yeah.
No. Okay, so it was not a horror movie.
Was it a comedy?
Comedy is a good question.
Huh. Army of Darkness was 1992. I didn't realize that had been made so late. I thought it was like early 80s.
Yeah, it's one of those
Really?
cross-generational movies. It's like right there between 88, 92-ish, where it's
Yeah.
you would not be out of your mind to mistake
Mm.
early 90s movies as 80s because it's
Mm-hmm.
culturally so similar.
My friend will narrow down the year and Google movies made those year. Not a comedy. Ah. Okay.
So not a comedy, not a horror. So
Not a space,
Oh.
not a fantasy.
boy, that's really out of my wheelhouse. Then we've just eliminated all the genres I want.
We got 14 questions left, apparently.
Oh, and with a male lead. Yeah.
Yeah. So, server starting, by the way, is
Same password, PC only.
No.
25.
25.
Okay.
I think that was the PC one, now that I think about it. But it should be in your favorites.
I don't think so.
Well, he used the same port, so it popped up under his favorites. So
Yeah, I used the
gotcha.
same as the PC, sadly.
MES
It's a
test control, got it.
philosophical drama.
Oh boy. Yep.
God. That makes me... Monty Python was that one where it's like history of the world, right?
No, that's not Monty Python.
That's Mel Brooks.
Yeah,
Because that would be my next guess.
but that's a comedy.
But if that's
Yeah.
yeah.
It's like
you
And
said
so is
philosophical
Monty. And
drama.
so is Monty Python. Monty
Yeah.
Python, for that matter. So
Yeah, that's true.
No, History of the World is factually accurate.
Exactly. No, I was thinking of the philosophical drama part. We had to look that up at work about the drama was nice, or was, since we couldn't pin it down. Oh, so it's a movie that you actually had to look up the drama part of philosophical drama. That's awkward.
as one of the channels suggested to me, so we're joining First Colony.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Okay.
You meant genre.
And we're going to the
I just went to the
medical room on the
Yeah.
Earth Easy Start.
Yeah,
Okay. And did you set us all as admin? No.
not yet.
Did you set yourself as admin so that
I
you can
did.
change other people?
I did, and I was waiting for you guys to get in.
Now we're in.
You're good. You're good.
Clicky, clicky, clicky.
Click, 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 click. Not by mass, I want by owner
Stop.
name. Space Pirates. Remove.
Well, it was he loaded up Earth Easy Start so we'd have some place to put stuff. And then I mentioned that there's a pirate station not too far away that will send drones over to attack us.
They now have a district headquarters. That's new.
And was not in the entity list a moment ago. It still is
Because
not.
normally it's just
because
that
it
one
has not
base.
spawned.
Yeah, normally it's just that one base.
What is this shit? It must spawn as you get closer. Fair enough.
I kind of wanted. All right,
Carrier
I'm
ship
gonna.
detector?
Yeah.
That's
This has changed so much since the last time I played it. So we're looking for
Safe.
philosophical drama made in the late 90s.
The male lead.
Okay.
Well, I can fly over there and spawn it. and we
I
can-
don't.
It's only 30 kilometers away.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't know philosophical dramas. Unless it's like a very popular one. I was 9 years old in like 2002. So
See, most of those would probably fall under horror for me, so I'm not sure if.
Yeah, maybe some genre overlap and / genre definitionally different between folks.
Philosophical drama.
I mean,
10 Things I Hate About You? I don't know, it's a teen movie.
Isn't that
And
That's a comedy, though, isn't it?
is it a comedy?
maybe.
I don't think it is. I think it's a drama.
Okay.
I don't remember any funny parts about it.
Hmm.
I only watched it like once, but
Yeah.
Nope.
It's the-
Hmm.
yeah, I'm afraid you're out of all of our wheelhouses because that's completely.
Yeah, I
Out of
mean,
our movie
unless you're
reference.
looking at something like Sweeney Todd and calling it a philosophical drama, I'm not gonna know what movie it was.
that wasn't in the 90s anyways.
That was 2000s, I think.
Philosophical drama. See, I'd kind of throw Mrs. Doubtfire in there too, but
It
that's
had
definitely a comedy.
awards.
See, that
that's-
doesn't narrow it down for me.
No,
Okay.
you're looking at a bunch of guys who were either playing outside or playing games most of their childhoods. These
not
two
to
were
mention-
probably working at the time.
Nerd movies. That's
Yeah.
philosophical drama doesn't typically go into the nerd movie line.
Yeah, that's true.
So just to get a distinct definition, I punched into Google search what philosophical drama movies without a year or anything. 'Cause I'm not trying to cheat just to see the genre. I was trying to do The Tree of Life, The Fountain, Stalker, Mr. Nobody, A Serious Man. All these are things that I will never watch and never have watched.
Yeah, I don't think I would. Well-known actor, he was recently in a movie. That still doesn't help very much, though. Because that's just...
All of the actors.
I mean, unless you're talking
Yeah.
like Mission Impossible somehow being...
A philosophical drama.
Yeah,
That's an action movie.
right.
Mhm.
100%.
So
Some of the...
that would be the other. That would be
Well,
the
'cause,
other.
like rom-coms would be drama, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you have... yeah, I'll be honest with you. I watched Westerns and like James Bond growing up, so if it
Oh, yeah,
wasn't
James
a
Bond's always good.
Pixar or something like that,
Yeah, action's the other genre that obviously we would watch a lot of, but
he doesn't usually do this kind of movie. So what actor was recently in a lead role that he usually isn't in?
I haven't been to a movie this year.
Me either, to be honest. God, I went to the movies sometime last year. Couldn't tell you what I watched, but I was there.
It was obviously a riveting movie.
Right. I mean, to be fair, the movie night me and the wife had last night, we watched Moana 2. So, tells you what kind of mindset we usually have.
Next up on our list is actually Mr. Nice Guy, Jackie Chan.
See, I could see Jackie Chan doing some weird movies. The movie he did recently is one he would do, but the one you're guessing is the one you're guessing. Okay. Moana 2 actually wasn't all that bad, though.
Really?
Yeah.
That's good.
So are we building these ships from scratch, or are we pasting in some of ours for refit for MES?
Feel free to paste them in. That's the whole point of this server.
Okay.
I just wanted it to have a place where we could put everything, as well as make new if we want. Like, I'm going to work on a couple bases.
See, I think I saved this with thrusters on. There we go. This was an old model. It can be refit.
Okay. I want to see what this carrier is.
I don't know. I'm
Right.
not 100% sure what kind of,
All right.
Ooh, there
Does
you go.
anybody want these projectors or anything?
No, you're good. Do as you fit.
All right.
See fit.
I'm gonna clean up all the ships that they gave us for Easy Start, so just so that we can get all of these subgrids out of the way. And
Oh, did you ever get to the thing, Nari?
yeah.
Figure out. Was it neat?
Oh, I didn't look at it. I just deleted it.
Oh.
I did get
Fair
attacked by a drifting pursuant, though.
That's fair. My coworker is getting her computer finished soon, so I'm dragging one friend I personally know, a friend from Xbox, and that coworker into a survival world soon. You can join ours if you would like. Selfless plug, 2025.
Okay, that should be all the.
It's crossplay, so you'd be able to play, all of you play together.
Oh, for the sample detector
Does
too.
MES work with guided missiles?
I would not think so.
If you've got them on custom turret controllers, they should. But they
I
they won't be able
don't.
to use like lamp.
Gotcha.
No, yeah, it'd be the little event controller idea that I
Hmm.
had the other day.
Hmm.
Okay.
Where did that block go? Where am I at?
You appear to be underground. What block are you looking at? Because I just removed the ore. The ore.
Put my modern ones over on the ice lake.
I am
You're at.
like floating is part of the problem, and I thought I wasn't.
Okay.
There I am.
Here's that small hydrogen.
Though I
miner.
sadly can't tonight since I gotta go to work early, but I do play on PC. That's fine. No, you guys could join anytime. I'm not worried about that. It was more of a... We got the server set up already. It's there. We're always looking for people to have fun. We got quite a few people in there now, actually. What, 7, 8 other people?
Yeah, I think
Ish.
so. I think so.
So, just a big community of space engineers, plus we play a bunch of other games, so...
Vonic,
Yo.
you forgot. Oh, no, maybe that's dirt. But did you turn off the weather on this planet?
No. Should I?
I mean, if we're just building ships and stuff, yeah. I don't
That's
want
fair.
fog and rain and everything else coming. And we've got progression on.
Do we really?
Yeah,
Son of a
because I
bitch.
just unlocked blocks.
Mm-hmm.
God damn it. Un momento.
Well, you can just build them and it'll rapidly
That's true.
unlock everything.
I mean, I can build a battery, so that's a plus.
There. So this thing does not have a remote control, so I need to add a remote somewhere.
I'm not the best at the game, plus none of my survivals have ended with me in space. Well, that would be perfect then, because we have quite a few people who are, like, brand new to the game. At least
And-
2 that I know of.
And space is currently banned, so
Yeah, and we're not allowed to build ships that go to space, including, like, hydrogen and ion
voluntarily.
thrusters. Voluntarily, yes. Yes. There are a couple people that have made it to space accidentally, through no fault of our own, I might add. But yes, it's a so this season in the server is atmosphere only. So you can only have atmospheric thrusters, and we have like helicopter propellers and plane propellers that you can make with your ships to kind of give you a little bit of a boost. So everybody's ships are atmospheric only, which is fun. It makes people build in a little bit different way, I guess, best way to put it. So what kind of base should we have here?
Are you building an MES base?
I am.
Well, you want to make it pretty small.
What? Okay, I do need to do a server restart.
Oh. Okay.
Apparently there's a PCU limit, and I've hit it by building 10 fucking blocks.
I mean,
Well,
you
yeah,
can always
'cause you-
hit the ignore, but
Yeah. It's because you
Ignore.
own the easy start base. Ignore PCU limits in the.
on the admin screen.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but just so we don't have to worry about that. Plus, I can fix the progression and weather. And all that.
Well, one sec. Let me get some of my grids landed. Just need 2 landed.
That
I
makes
don't
sense.
think it'll be a problem, but
Ooh. Are you talking about Die Hard? I swear to God.
that's an action movie.
Ooh.
Actually, it's a
I don't see-
Christmas movie.
It is a very much a Christmas movie.
Fuel critical.
And I'm going for this unknown signal before I get it.
Do they play Home Alone on TV anymore every Christmas?
That's a good question. I don't know.
I don't know if Macaulay Culkin been in anything recently.
I don't know. Oh, this must be a new type of ship that likes to fly away from you.
Oh yes, that's the drone that I found.
Oh, yeah, because it's already kind of annoying and it's still attached to a parachute.
Control Z to dampen to the grid.
Yeah, it's just... I didn't think about it. And I hit the button and it didn't do anything.
Yeah, I've noticed that in the last couple of days that the buttons aren't working.
Yeah. Does it have anything
Possibly
in its
since
cargo?
Hotfit,
Yeah.
the Hotfits they put out, what, last week?
Yeah. Maybe. Alright. No, but yes, Die Hard is a Christmas movie. Damn. Thought I had one. Because I did see a preview about the guy who does Die Hard. I'm terrible
Bruce
with
Willis?
names. Yeah, that guy. He was like the villain in a movie. I'm just not sure if it came out this year or not. Eisen, are you good for me to shut the server down real quick?
Yeah, go for it.
Alright. I'm just not sure what movie it would be.
Well, because the 90s was 30 years ago at this point.
Yeah.
So it has to be, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was.
dang it.
So it either has to be somebody who was a child actor, who is now a regular actor, or somebody who was a regular actor who is now, you know, like Patrick
Ancient.
Stewart's age. Yeah, ancient. So.
I mean, heck, around that time, I was busy playing Diablo 2 over and over and over and over. So,
Yeah.
I was just getting into like D&D and watching Dragon Ball and watching old westerns and falling out of trees. Was it? It was either 99 or 2000 that I fell out of that tree. One of the two. Players. Enable jetpack off.
I'm afraid he's hit that magical movie window where Nari and I are too old to get it, and Phonic's too young to get it.
Yeah, it's literally right there. What about Dragon Ball Z Abridged?
Oh, that's hilarious.
I have not watched it.
Oh, you must. You must.
You must.
I shall make a note. Is there any specifics?
Goldblum been anything recently?
Who?
Jeff Goldblum?
Not that I'm aware of.
Just thinking, because Jurassic Park apparently came out in the 90s, so.
Oh, yeah.
You could call that a horror, though.
Or suspense.
I guess it wouldn't.
I guess it depends on how big of a genre you're letting horror be.
Yeah.
Well,
all these squares make a circle.
does it?
What? Permanent death. Yes, I want that on.
Yeah, he's quoting from Mr. Popo.
Yep. Kami, I need you to tell me. I can leave the lookout whenever I want. is progression at again?
I need you all to duck, because I'm about to turn left.
Mm-hmm.
Sun rotation off. Enable friendly missile damage.
It was also hilarious what they did with Vegeta when they were on Namek and they took his Dragon Ball. Just super enraged and pissed Vegeta.
That's always fun.
Back in the day, we were making jokes about after Goku came out as the first Super Saiyan. We were making jokes about Nappa. Like, how would you be able to tell?
This is true.
Go Snappa!
Gotta watch it. I will. You are not the first person to tell me I need to watch it, so I think it's probably worth my time at that point.
Ari and I both reference that from time to time. It is
Yep.
impeccable. Yes.
It really did set the standard for bridged parody shows.
I could see that.
Before that, they were pretty bad.
You beat him to the ghost nap a bit.
I think the only other one that I've seen some of that was kind of funny, not nowhere near as good though, was Fisting the North Star.
That one I haven't seen. I saw SAO abridged and it was excellent.
Yeah, that one was funny.
I can't find whether.
Why'd you say yes? I don't know.
I couldn't even tell you where to watch any of those.
Oh, YouTube. You can find
YouTube,
the DBZ abridged on YouTube.
Fair enough.
easily. Team 4-star.
We even have a playlist.
Yep.
Fair enough. What about RVB?
Red versus Blue? Yeah, that was a good one.
I've seen Red
That's
versus
not really
Blue.
an overdub, though. That was a...
Machinima.
Yeah.
And I never watched it because I didn't play Halo, but apparently it's pretty good.
You don't have to play Halo to get it at all.
No,
At least
it's funny as shit without it.
I found that out much later, but I just haven't ever
I got you. Yeah.
had a chance to watch it. So
Turn that.
Looks Kapuma.
Helsing abridged.
Oh gosh, yes. Yeah, DBZ abridged and Helsing abridged, Phonic. If you haven't seen those, you need to.
Fair enough.
It absolutely in no size, shape, form, or fashion should any kid hear Helsing abridged. There's parts they could hear out of DBZ abridged, but Helsing abridged, no.
We'll keep quiet
we're
about that
stumped.
one, huh?
We have no idea what the movie is.
Oh yeah, no.
We have no idea which direction to head to try to get it narrowed down to some range that we could guess it.
No, because
it's so far out of our wheelhouse.
I was hoping it was like a female lead. That way we could be like, oh yeah, there's not many of those. Narrow it down a little further, but no, it's male. None of us really watch
Dramas in general.
Yeah.
Philosophical movies. About as philosophical as you get is
So a Christmas philosophical drama.
You were close with Christmas with trying to figure out the actor. What? What Christmas movie then? I'm very confused. I didn't know Christmas movies could be a philosophical drama unless
That's not what he's saying. He's saying when we were looking through Christmas movies after the hint he gave us that the movie played every year, we were narrowing down the actor available
Gotcha.
in the movie.
I'm mean, I would say Nightmare Before Christmas, but I don't know if I would consider that a drama. Philosophical, maybe, but you're kind of pushing the
And
boundaries at
Not
that
live
point.
action.
Right.
and I
Oh,
don't
that's
remember
right.
who the
Yeah,
actor
yeah,
was. So
yeah. Sweeney Todd.
no, Jingle All the Way wouldn't be it because Arnold Schwarzenegger hasn't done any movies recently. I don't think.
Unless you count
Well, it depends
the
on
new
what you define as
Expendables.
recent.
Yeah. But it's also, would that also be a role that he normally wouldn't play?
Well, he
I don't think
played
I've seen
something
it.
here strange not too long ago.
Yeah.
I mean, it was after he'd been governor for a few years, so I mean, he wasn't technically acting, and he starred in something for a small part. But
Didn't he have a cameo in like a newer Terminator that came out that I didn't watch?
Mm, probably,
Maybe?
but I probably didn't watch it either.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
kinda there's the crux.
Think big actors like household name, or at least you think he's a household name.
Nicolas Cage, Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey doesn't do movies anymore, but Nicolas Cage might be.
Any of you seen the movie Dark Fate?
Nope.
Nope.
Neither have I. Apparently he was in that.
See, that gives you a big enough hint that you could go cheat and look up who was in Dark Fate.
I mean, I could, but
Yeah, but so
I don't like cheating.
yeah,
I like figuring it out. Except this time, I think I'm kind of stuck.
Oh yeah, I agree, but yeah, I haven't seen Dark Fate. I've seen Dark Shadows. Not the movie, the old TV show. My mom used to love that.
What?
Oh, it's a horror. Well, it's a vampire, monster mash soap opera. I guess would be a good way of putting it. Because I don't actually remember if it was Monster Mash or not. I don't remember if they had any werewolves in it, but it was a soap opera that involved a vampire.
Hmm.
So Barnaby something. So and or was sort of all of this old soap opera stuff around this vampire guy. So.
Very close with the actor choices, but Arnold was in Terminator Dark Fate.
Ah. So.
So is it Arnold Schwarzenegger that you're thinking of actor-wise, at least? Well,
So maybe it is.
We'll see.
If it is Arnold, then that means it's either. It's probably just Kindergarten Cop.
Yeah.
When did True Lies come out?
Apparently, no. It is not Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Okay, well, darn.
That narrows out my Terminator
Movies that
actors.
we might have actually seen.
Yeah.
But at this point in time, I would be willing to bet that it is not something that I have watched.
Yeah.
Now watch, it's gonna be, and we're all gonna feel really, really stupid.
I know, it's Space Jam.
Spaceballs!
Oh, that's on Amazon Prime now if you want to rewatch that.
What, Spaceballs?
Huh?
I own it.
It's in their, it's in their current location. I might, but I don't.
Not Space Jam or Spaceballs.
Ah.
Spaceballs is totally a philosophical drama. I'm lost, man. I don't know. I'm not one. You said the actor's name already. We did?
Jim Carrey.
Wow, we've been shotgunning actors' names.
Right.
I know. Unless we're going back to like Bruce Willis. We talked about that for a couple minutes. Let's go for the
Because he was in Sonic recently.
Oh, hold on.
Bruce
Jim
Willis was in
Carrey?
Sonic?
He said yes to something. And I'm guessing it was after you said Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
The Truman Show. Isn't that
Which
a
show?
psychological drama?
It is, and I never saw it.
The Truman Show? Yes, Jim Carrey. Was he in?
So- Jim Carrey? Yeah, he was the star of the Truman Show.
Okay. Apparently it was the Truman Show.
Ah!
So
All
I
right.
I
already
won
got it.
money. I have not seen it.
I took an hour for y'all to get it.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Honestly, yeah, you picked the one category where we're like have no clue about.
Is that
Out of curiosity, Nari, have you seen that one?
Truman Show? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I have. So, because I saw it because somebody was talking about how it was really
That's gonna be annoying.
messed up deal for the main character about how he had been gaslit all his life and stuff like that. I was like, well, that kind of sounds like it could be interesting.
Time for the next one, Disney movie animated. There's only about 200 of them. All right. And hello, Raving Mad Games. How are you? You gonna come join us in our 20 questions
guest-
and...
Spaceship
Okay.
building.
Uh-oh. Wait a minute.
Let's see.
Our
Disney
MES
animated-
Adventures.
Was it before or after the Truman Show? Well, actually, I can't. That's two questions. Was it before the Truman Show?
Yes, that could be a thing. Yes, I want to disconnect from RDP. We'll go there. Okay. Just making sure you guys aren't sharing your stuff because I'll have it up if you did. No.
So it was after the Truman Show. So after
boy.
the late 90s.
So, okay.
Disney animated movies after the late 90s. I am out.
And that's good, Raving.
There, I went ahead and shared mine.
Ooh, fantastic.
Theoretically.
Fuel critical.
Let me get you up to.
There it goes.
Dun, 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 dun.
All right, Phonic. I know what we need to build the MES mod around.
Huh? Well, that
Huntsman.
No.
Oh, maybe.
Here we go.
There you go. You have an Eisen. Sadly, I can't fix his screen part because he's got a weird ratio going on. But I will make it a little bigger for you. Kind of like that. And what are you doing to... Oh, Jesus. Oh, hey! It's my splitsy tree!
Yeah.
I keep forgetting to take a blueprint of this.
Oh, is it our mothership from last season?
No.
No, it's the
Just the
actual
tree.
tree.
Oh.
So, well, throw a battery in the top and you can make a blueprint now.
Oh, yeah.
'Cause
It
it
had,
had the,
the modded batteries, didn't it?
Yeah. Those will.
There we go. That'll work. Put 2 of them in there. It'll be fine.
So
Out of curiosity's sake,
2000s and
how
plus Disney movie.
apparently it's never gonna deplete, so that's good.
Well, there's no active blocks on that tree.
Yeah.
So did it have a main character or ensemble cast?
Wait,
are there Disney movies that have ensemble casts?
well, like
Yeah, like Toy
groups.
Story.
Yeah.
Toy Story is a Pixar movie, not a Disney movie.
Well,
And he said it was a Disney animated movie
okay.
Yep.
after the Truman Show came out, so 2000s plus.
Okay, is it a Disney princess? Because there's only so many of those.
No. I mean, Disney owns Pixar, but
Well,
I suppose it depends on if he's making that distinction or not.
yeah. Fair enough. I guess that would make sense.
Kind of. Use this.
It has one in it. Oh. Well, that doesn't fucking
It
help.
has a princess in it.
Yeah. I guess the princess is not the main character, though. If they're putting it that way.
Hmm.
Is it 3D animated?
Okay. That would be
Yes.
nice to know.
Good question. Yeah.
Trying to figure out what kind of building I want to build. Might do like
A
administrative. Or like a log cabin.
no, like a taco truck, like a small food stand.
Apparently no, it is not 3D animated, so it is 2D.
Okay.
That does limit it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So it has a princess in it who is apparently not the main character.
It's 2000 plus.
This is
It's
just
after the 90s.
This is
Oh,
like a
that fell
missile
off
with
my-
a thruster on it.
Oh no, that's one of the unknown signals. Yeah.
Yeah. See if it works this time. I did not find anything special. Okay. Well,
But it, actually, you didn't find anything.
it said I didn't find anything special, so it worked that time.
Yeah.
It just didn't give me anything. I don't know why I'm taking this stuff.
I mean, the Great Suit Hunt is still going on till the end of the month.
Yeah, I thought that was
So
only with
drop
strong
rates-
and some signals, though.
I think it is. Yeah. But
I guess we can trade off on who goes to get it when it pops in. So next question.
Fuel critical.
Is the... Well, I guess I would go with Eisen's question. Is the main... Is it like a single main character, or is it like a group of characters that are the main people? Like, think Toy Story, where it's like a group of the toys, or is it like Aladdin, where it's one character?
If it's what are the Disney animated movies that aren't 3D that are
Aladdin
more
might.
modern?
When did Aladdin come out?
That was 90s, wasn't it?
I would think so.
Well, because it has a Disney princess. She's not the main character,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not 3D animated.
Is this
92.
true? No.
Oh. Yeah.
Good choices.
Alright. I just laid out a spread on the Ice Lake Phonic. Tell me what you think about including that as a spread in terms of my contribution to it, and then I can modify them up with. I think most of them have remotes, but I'll have to put interior turrets on the insides to make them more uncomfortable.
Yeah. Oops.
Or I guess you can technically see my stream. So this is what I'm planning on.
Jesus. Revolves around a single character, but does get a group of 16 left. Oh, but does get a group. I thought it meant does get a group of 16. I was like, Jesus. What kind of movie are we talking about?
Oh my.
Right. Oh, yeah. Those are all your bigger ships.
Well, I've got some of the smaller ones in there.
Mm-hmm. We can work with those. They would just need the remote.
Which most of them have, I think.
Yeah. And then I would need to know if it's Atmo capable, or if they should all just be space, or if
all of these are inner Atmo.
Okay, so they can go back and forth.
Mm-hmm. The only other thing I might include, I guess I could include a vanilla Passover.
Yeah.
And its behavior, I'd want it to spawn with some fighters. Or be able to call in fighters.
Would need to design the fighters. Or actually, Nari's got Nari's got a couple here too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm just going through my blueprint list here.
I just saw your like A10 thing here that I think would probably be pretty cool. Be right back. Of course, we'll be here. We'll be here.
I'm thinking, yeah.
I'm trying to figure out what movie
after 2000 has the Disney princess is not a main character, starts with a single character and then goes to a group, 2D animated. I do have a copy of Leviathan.
Oh, nice. See, like, movies like that, it makes me think of, like, Frozen.
Yeah, that was why I asked if it was 3D animated, because Frozen was on the list. I think we should have this one in Phonic. This miner you made.
Miner I made.
That was supposed to go with the Sky Crane. Here, I'm dropping it in. I just needed to flip it over so it wouldn't destroy itself. I think you should have that one in because of its really cool drill mechanism.
Oh, yeah.
So.
That doesn't blow up its drills?
No.
No.
Works really well, actually.
Yeah, drills apparently no longer take thruster damage. So.
Well, it's also on a subgrid, technically.
Yeah.
Well, that shouldn't change.
So I don't know exactly when they changed it, but yeah, thrusters no longer damage drills.
Yeah, flies just fine.
Let me throw a reactor on it so you actually have some power.
Oh, yeah. This had mod batteries or something, didn't it?
I don't know.
Can't remember. No, I see a couple batteries in there. I think.
Well, for drill, it just says thrust resistance small. I don't know what that means.
Oh, dampeners could be on. That could be a thing.
What does a blast door say, I wonder?
Whoever said Leviathan, there is a Leviathan in the movie, though. Not for long, but it does cause something to happen in the movie.
Yeah, the drills have the same thruster resistance as blast doors. So yeah.
A Disney movie with a... Oh, so it's Hercules. No, Hercules...
Hercules was
Is
earlier
Minerva
than that, I
a-
think.
Well, I don't know if Meg counts as a Disney princess or not.
I don't think so. Question mark? Anyway.
Yeah.
Eisen, here you go. And then you can mine vertically.
Testing.
Yep, Eisen's back. Did you hear him at all?
No.
Okay. He was explaining the drill can mine vertically like this because of the subgrid drills.
Yep. And then you can flip it back and then mine horizontally.
So what kind of cargo's it got?
I forget.
So
Medium?
large, no? Oh yeah, just a medium,
Medium.
because this was designed to hook up to a carrier.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're doing itty bitty scoops at a time. That's
Yeah.
fine. It's a cool miner. It looks cool.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, to be honest, you could probably change that medium cargo into a modular now.
You'd have to extend it a bit.
You'd have to extend it and do some
Widen
armor working. But
Yeah, but it wouldn't be too difficult.
No.
so
Meg is not a Disney princess, apparently.
okay. So it's not Hercules. Leviathan, Disney.
What about that Treasure Planet type?
Fuel critical.
Does that have one? I never saw
don't-
it. So.
Treasure Planet does not have Leviathan, I don't think. And it doesn't have a Disney princess either.
Okay. Like I said, I never saw it.
I only know that because Treasure Planet actually is one of the movies I like to watch.
Funny trivia, Thor is actually a Disney princess, so
What?
Thor has
Very
a
confused.
Thor at one point in time was turned into a woman by Loki.
Oh, yeah.
And Marvel is now owned by Disney, which means that Thor is technically a Disney princess.
I'm not quite
'Cause-
sure how I feel about that.
He was also canonically turned into a frog.
Well, that, yeah, I could see.
Speaking of frog,
Apparently, you should watch
What was
Treasure
that?
Planet, and I do agree with that.
what was that one that had the girl that was doing a Cajun restaurant?
The Princess and the Frog?
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. Because the actor got, or the main guy
Kiss the
got turned
Thor.
into a frog.
Apparently, you have
this is
to kiss the
probably-
Thor now.
This is really too big for
Never.
That's gonna...
MES, but I'll keep that in mind for one of our POIs. Modify that.
That's gotta run.
Because, like, I'm fairly sure she's a Disney princess. Because there was a controversy around her getting that title because of the fact that she was a working girl, not descendant from royalty like all the princesses were previously.
Yeah, now that you mention it, I think the Moana thing had pretty much the same thing about it. Because she's technically a chief's daughter, not a...
Yeah, not a true princess.
and she never becomes the chief.
Yeah.
Which actually, since I just saw it yesterday, in Moana 2, they do fourth wall break a little bit and say that. she jokes about not being a princess, and the one guy who the Rock plays as, he's like, well, a lot of people think you are.
We can use this somewhere. The aircraft tower.
Hmm.
That's right. We need to put the remotes in decent places, don't we?
I don't want this. Accessible at least. That way they can at least be destroyed. That'd be about it, though. I mean, as long as they can be found. Even if they have to fight their way to it, I don't see why not.
So we've got to add one to
This
the
one.
herald and the priest. And the bishop.
And the bishop. The bishop needs
Okay.
included.
Hunchback already has one. What about the cherub? Cherub already has one.
So it has a princess, but she's not the main character. It has a single main character, but gets a group later.
And it's 2D, not 3D.
Right.
And
So
after the Truman Show. So very late 90s or 2000s plus.
Yes.
Extremely late 90s. If it's 90, it'd be
Well,
have to be end of 90. Well, no, 99, I guess. It could be anything in 99, technically.
Oh, did the Truman Show come out in 98?
Yeah. If I remember right.
And apparently the princess becomes queen at the end.
But not
Dude.
3D.
Wait a minute. I don't think that qualifies as a Disney princess then. Because they can never become the princess. Or never become the queen.
Fuel critical.
I think they could.
The only one I can think of is Aurora. And that's way, way before the cutoff. And I'm not entirely sure whether or not she became a queen or not. She married Prince Charming in the end, but I don't know that they actually became king and queen within the story of Sleeping Beauty.
Yeah. Apparently she was a princess at the beginning and then became queen at the end of the movie. Who becomes queen at the end of their movie?
Because like Meredith is a princess, Tiana is a princess, Ariel's a princess, Aurora, Cinderella. See, all of the ones I can think of never married a king, never became actually a queen. They always married the prince, and so never ascended the throne. I mean, unless it's Belle, unless it's Beauty and the Beast, I don't know when that came out.
That was 90s, I thought.
So
Yeah, but I don't think
But-
Belle was even
no, the Beast was a prince. He wasn't even
Yeah.
a king.
right.
91.
91. So.
And I don't think she was a princess, was she? Because she was.
She counts as
A
a Disney
commoner.
princess. Well, she was a
Yeah.
commoner, but she counts as a Disney princess because she married Prince Adam
Yeah.
when he changed back from the Beast. So she became a princess then.
Oh, fair enough.
I could bring in this brick that I used for a fighter on Ares.
It's
Yeah.
a brick.
Hmm.
Meow, meow, Cows.
Beauty and the Beast is your personal favorite? They did make a live action one of that, and it's actually not utterly terrible. Weird.
I like
not
I like how
terrible.
that's the qualifier. Not terrible.
I can agree with that one.
Yeah, come on. I mean,
I have
It's
not seen it.
Disney.
I can't say. But
I hate to say it, but live action is not Disney's forte, especially if their own princess movies.
A lot of people liked Cinderella as a live action.
I have not seen that one.
I have not either, but I just know it's enjoyed at least.
That's fair.
Princess to Queen. Princess to Queen. That should be a fairly
Is
small
it-
pool.
So, is it after 2010? That will narrow it down even further. Why is my thing not streaming Eisen's gameplay anymore?
Because remember, I crashed.
Oh, that's right. There you go. It is not after 2010, so it is between 2000 and 2010. If I have that right. I hope I do.
Yeah. I do have some drones that I built
Yeah.
for when I was doing.
Do you, Raven? Do you know what MES is? I hope. Most people know what MES is, to be fair.
Okay.
Do I not have my columns? I don't. What is wrong with me? Get steel catwalks out of here. No one uses those. Trying to work out a few things. What are you trying to work out? We can do 2 things at once here. Well, 3, technically. Trying to build a base. We're trying to figure out what Disney princess is made in the 2000s with the princess becoming queen at the end. And we can help you work through your things. What's going on? What's happening? Oh, the fieldwork's already got its own category again.
Fuel critical.
So, MES is a mod. Yes, it is modular encounter systems. It is what allows stuff like the Reavers, Parallax, Ember Corporation, a lot of the NPC mods to work. And what's cool about it is you can make your own, because modular encounter systems is more of a framework rather than a mod by itself. Don't I have these? I thought I had these somewhere. I really don't. Okay. Fair enough. So basically, based off of the Ronin Empire builds, we are making the attempt to build our own. If that makes sense. Hopefully it does. If not, I could explain it a little more. But it's not difficult. Basically, all I'm doing at the moment is... that's probably not going to work that way. I don't know. We'll find out. I am making a base at the moment to be able to spawn randomly throughout the world. And did I give this a 2-block center? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, I did not.
Blackhawk.
Okay.
Or what's left of it.
My Blackhawk or yours?
Mine. Missing
but-
some blocks, so
Basically what I'm doing
And
is
on
building
fire?
a base that we can have spawn in randomly throughout the world, and it'll have different kinds of loot on it every time it happens. The loot table will be random, based off of a couple things, but not too much. But just something for players to find. But it'll be based off of the build styles that us three have, and then a couple other guys that play with us. Oh, that actually will work. I don't know how, but physics.
Oh, right. We had the special cockpits for the Blackhawk. That's why it's missing so much. And why are you still on?
Oh yeah. I like how it's got
Um,
floating lights.
Yeah. So that one might need a little bit of fixing before we can use it.
That's fair.
Actually, maybe not. I mean, if we make it into a wreck, it doesn't need the cockpit anymore.
Yeah, that's fair. So.
Okay, well, that's the parts that are not attached to the grid.
Yeah. But let us know what issues you're having, Raven. We'll be happy to help if we can. Is it just in decorative? I can never, like...
What is the block you're looking for?
I thought Windows had their own category for once, but apparently not.
They don't have a full category. They just have one by one. Windows has its own little group,
Yeah,
but it doesn't include all the windows.
right. 14 left, and you need to go to bed soon. Alright, we'll try to finish this up. Let's see. There's one by one flat. There's one by one. There it is.
Disney Princess.
2000. Yeah.
2000 to 2010
Becomes
with
queen.
Yeah, becomes queen. Starts. She's not the main character apparently. I want to say the movie Brave, but she is the main character.
She is the main character, and it's also 3D.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, I guess so.
I got one of your
Forgot.
beetles. I can bring out for you so that you can use. Oh, a bike. Eisen's definitely the person to talk to about that.
Oh, what you need?
He's trying to make a bike.
Think the wheel is too high. The bottom of bike may touch the
Fuel
ground.
critical.
I mean, if you want to spawn yours in, we could always show him what it looks
Yeah.
like.
I knew that. I'll paste it over here with everybody else's small stuff.
Okay. Is the Disney princess English? So like Cinderella, Sleeping Beauty, that, or
Other ethnicity.
yeah. So of English ethnicity, because that would narrow it down to like Cinderella, Sleeping Beauty.
But those were all way before 2000.
Mm-hmm.
That yeah.
I don't think they've had an English ethnicity.
Oh, are you
Disney
talking
princess.
about fuck, Wreck-It Ralph?
It's 3D. It's by Pixar, not Disney. And
But she
I don't believe
she is shown with the other Disney princesses.
I think only in Wreck-It Ralph 2 when they go to the Disney playground on the internet. I don't think she's officially a princess.
Oh.
And she doesn't become, well,
Oh,
Does she
I got
become-
my motorbike up on the thingy. I put it up there because the grass was kind of making it hard to see everything
Yeah.
up on the...
on the platform.
So, Phonic, you've got the best camera.
Not Wreck-It Ralph. You said you have it up on the platform?
Yeah.
Here is the wheels that he did. Now, which one is actually working?
I have
Enough.
them labeled, and the grouped.
Okay. So yeah, you can see this side is actually connected where this side's not.
It's just that way for balance and looks, because weight balance is important. So
On
it doesn't
motorcycles,
lean
yeah.
quite as much. Yeah. And I also have one gyro on override to keep it upright, and one gyro so you can still steer.
Around.
Now it does technically. I think I disabled steering on this one. Yeah. You can enable steering, but it's going to clip pretty quick. Now, in terms of, he might be interested in how the underside did for the wheel clearance. Put it on its side.
Yeah.
And that'll add wheels, no problem.
Mounted it right to the suspension. Build a light cycle. We could do that. We could have a light cycle part of the mod.
Well, you can't do rovers really though.
No. Well,
For MES? Yeah,
Yeah,
you
you
can.
That actually work.
Yep.
I didn't
All the
think you
time.
could
yeah,
do
there's a whole mod around it. The wheel thieves,
Tire thieves.
tire thieves, those guys.
I never used that.
Yep, they're
So,
all
but
rover.
not only that, the MES Rec mod contains some rovers.
Oh, yeah.
And the IMDC mod
Well, yeah, I know you can do
contains
regs. I
a-
didn't know you could do working.
Functional.
Yeah, there's lots of MES mods that have working rovers.
Mhm.
So,
I have never seen one. Huh.
so IMDB, not IMDB, IDMC, the mod that has them in them. Can't
Yeah.
remember the name off the top. It
Yeah, I
has
haven't
a
used that
bunch
one
of
yet.
has a bunch of the large rovers in it.
And they actually got them to work
let's
with wheels and
see.
everything. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
For the most
So-
part.
And they
yeah.
don't have to have thrusters to work?
Nope. Just wheel overrides.
I am
It depends on
if you
wanna
Steve
s-
Kashig.
So they won't actually steer or anything?
That makes
So
me think of
whoever did the
movie,
tire
Cars.
thieves did some sort of weird magic that makes them steer. But
that's
there
Pixar,
are
too.
ways to kind of do it by setting way too many gyros on it, and a timer block with overrides on and off to turn the chassis. So,
Gotcha.
Disney Princess.
I am forgetting some of this,
oh.
and I am trying to remember it.
I mean, my kids were born after that, so
Dunk.
I think that sounds like a name instead of the one I am Steve meme and messed up Kachow. I am not cheating. I'm writing down all the notes that we have gotten because I'm starting to forget them.
2000 to 2010.
Yes.
becomes queen, ensemble cast, and
Oops.
the way it's phrased, not a main character, but
Right.
initially, kind of weird.
Becomes queen at the end. I mean, there's Princess and the Frog, but like you said,
We already
she's-
eliminated that.
Yeah.
He already said that wasn't it.
And the Kachow thing is from Cars.
Yeah.
That's not even Disney Princess. You could ask a question, more questions you have, 13 left. Trying to think of questions.
Yeah,
oh,
that's the
we'll go with the, actually, I don't know if you answered it. All I said was I was Cajun and the Ka-chow was me memeing. Oh. That makes sense. I don't know if you answered it. Let me see. No, you did not. Is the princess like an English princess? So like Cinderella, Sleeping Beauty, like traditional, or is it a different ethnicity? So you'd have like different ones like well, Moana's 3D, but you get the idea.
Trying to think of who was in Kingdom Hearts, because that's really the most interaction I've had with Disney princesses, so.
Yeah. Not English. 12 left. Okay.
Afraid this one's gonna be mainly on you, Bonnie.
That. I'm trying to decipher years of Disney movies from watching them with my little cousins and stuff to now watching them with my daughter. What year did Pocahontas come out? That was way before 2000, wasn't it?
Pretty
Yeah, I
sure,
think
yeah.
so. Well, that. But she didn't become a queen, though.
No, I'm just thinking she's a Disney princess, but gets marries into it. But I don't even think he was a prince.
But no, he wasn't.
Yeah. Is
Now the I haven't seen it. The Rapunzel take. What was the
Oh,
name of that?
Tangled?
Yeah, I don't remember
It's
what.
3D.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
Raving asked a good question. Is it the mermaid? I would consider that an English one, though.
she doesn't become a queen.
Yeah.
It's before 2000.
Hold on. I thought she did become a queen because the guy is Prince Charming, isn't he?
Well, they're all Prince Charming.
Well, yeah, it's
But
Disney.
Eric's
but...
father was still alive, so he wasn't a king.
okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
So it would have to be somebody that the king passed away. Because, I mean, if he's just saying becomes a queen by marrying the prince, that's, again, all of them.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you said she became the queen at the end.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. Princess becomes queen at the end of the movie.
Yeah. I can scroll up and...
Yeah.
Uh-oh, did we get a false hint?
I got receipts. The mermaid doesn't. Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Oh, okay. Not
Read
that the
wrong.
question was...
My apologies. Yeah. Okay. I'll have that over to the side so I know. So it's not the mermaid. Not English. We know that. What year did... What's the Asian one? Chinese one.
Mulan?
Mulan.
She doesn't become a queen. She's not even a princess. Well, she's a Disney princess technically, but in the movie, she's just
A soldier, right?
some guy's daughter.
I would say I don't remember Mulan very well, so I couldn't remember. not sure. Marries a prince in the second one.
In the second one,
So we got kind of a free hint there.
I mean, Frozen has a second one. I haven't seen the second Frozen.
Frozen's 3D,
It is? Okay.
and the princess is English based.
True.
Oh, you meant for Mulan. I could see that.
I have not seen Mulan 2, so
I have
I didn't know there was a Mulan 2.
I didn't either.
I think it's more recent, actually. Might be. I don't know. We'd have to see. I'm pretty sure it was a direct-to-DVD film when Disney did that. Oh, for
Oh,
Mulan.
goodness. Oh, okay.
I think he's talking about for Mulan. They.
Gotcha.
For Mulan, yeah. So then... Oops.
Okay. All these are prepped and ready with interior turrets and remotes, and
Nice.
should be good to go. Turn. Make sure all antennas are on. Or at least the antennas are beacons.
Is the princess... Is the princess blonde?
Hey, Phonic, we can use some of these mines that we made.
Mines. Oh, yeah. We definitely could, actually, now that I think about it. Some of the buying stations and stuff.
Yeah. I still have that one in my prints folder.
She is not blonde.
I think that was a wasted question.
Could be, but it does
Because we already...
narrow down a lot of them.
Alright, Eisen.
Yo.
There's a building over there that needs to be properly MES'd. Building there that needs to be MES'd. Handful of vehicles that need to be checked to see if they've got remotes in them. Because I'm just pulling everything out right now. I'm
Fuel
kind of tired
critical.
and not able to go through each one of them and see if they got
If they're
remotes. I
working
started on the first. Well, I started on the first one, the hydrogen miner that we used at one time that I built when I was on Titan. Stuck a remote on it, and then I started looking through, and my blueprint menu was taking a while to load, and I was trying to clean out a few things.
Let me, I just thought of defensive AI block. Make sure I got those in and on.
Let's see.
Oh wow, the Cardinal didn't have a defensive AI? We're
It's not. Does that look better?
My scrap doodle.
I don't know why I keep trying to use
Oh
that.
yeah. It had a bunch of bobs on it.
Does the Disney
and I was
princess have any, like, minions or anything? I guess would be the better question. Ooh, unknown signal. You know, I swear they said that the suit thing was for unknown signals as well.
I think it is. I've gotten better luck with it. Anyway.
I haven't.
3 dots.
But
What? Hey, you know, like the 7 dwarves or Beauty and the Beast with all their little
Chip
people.
and
Yeah.
or the
I
dragon.
mean, we know it's not Beauty and the Beast or Mulan now, but it would definitely help. Or like Pocahontas with all her animals.
She just had a raccoon.
Well, I thought she had the deer and stuff too. Ooh, zebra drill.
Oh,
Like subjects? Yes, like subjects. Very similar, anyway.
little control pod there.
I don't know if you'd really call them subjects, because they're always like loyal and they can be commanded at a moment's notice for everything. I figure subjects would at least give like some resistance to that. Why not though? I don't know. I'm not a king. I don't command people. Subjects, yes. Oh, sweet spam.
Oh, the Pirates of the MES. I am the very model of a major general.
What is it?
That's the from the Pirates of MES or something. I am the very model of a modern major general. So
Is that a hint towards something?
beautiful. Gilbert and Sullivan, did they do any music for Disney movies?
Just memeing. Try not to put paragraphs of spam.
We gotta
Thought
have
you'd
this
end
in.
up reading all of it. I am reading it as I'm placing. It's just if it's only for meme stuff, then I don't want to bog chat down too much.
You wanted to hear your singing voice. You were supposed to sing it. He gave you all the lyrics.
I
You
don't
gotta know the tune.
sing.
Fuel
Well, that's
critical.
part of the problem, is I'd have to know the tune.
You don't know the modern major general tune?
I listen. If it didn't have a banjo, bagpipes, or an electric guitar going about 120 beats a minute, I probably didn't listen to it. Growing up, anyway.
You know what? We probably should have. Well, maybe not. Well, you can turn the rust mod on and off, can't you?
Yeah, you just put it in and put it out. Take it out.
Oh, okay. But it's not an actual off button.
No.
Well then, maybe later when we want it, when we get the ones we want to rest.
Yeah.
Oh.
Fiddlesticks. So she's not blonde. Has subjects. Does she have any superpowers? I guess they all do, don't they?
A friendship.
Swear to God.
Okay.
No superpowers. Hmm. Okay. Does oh, that looks kind of nice. Um, there we go. Does she? What year did Shrek come out?
Shrek's 3D.
Yep.
And Fiona's not a princess.
I thought she was.
Nope.
Mm.
And I don't think that was even Pixar. That was...
DreamWorks.
I think so.
Apparently, Fiona is a princess, according to Thunkers. DreamWorks.
Well, yes, Fiona is a princess. It's Princess Fiona. That's the reason
Yeah.
why Farquaad wanted to marry her to become king.
Yeah,
but
but
she's
it's not
a
Disney,
Disney
princess.
princess.
Okay, there, got the ramp added to that. That doesn't need a defensive AI because it's all GATs on it.
That makes sense. And yeah, I think I will put a battery on here temporarily. I was trying to incorporate it in the build somewhere, but I'll figure it out.
Okay, yeah, those are all beaconed, defensive AI'd, remoted, and should be good to go. I haven't. We don't need to put ammo in the interior turrets, right? They have infinite ammo by default.
Critical.
We can
You'll
have them
to-
spawn it, yeah. As far as I remember.
Because I didn't think any of the MES stuff ran out of ammo.
They can.
It's a setting that you have to enable.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, some of the MES stuff, especially the older stuff, does run out of ammo. And you can corpse ball to take this. But the thing is that he updated it for Reavers because people were just running the Reavers out of ammo. And then they would take them over. So he made the Reavers particularly to have infinite ammo. And then
Oh, your thing bugged. Nah, you're good. We were reminding ourselves that Fiona was DreamWorks and not Disney, and then got to talking about Reavers for a second.
Yeah. Because that's a perfectly natural transition from Fiona to Reavers.
I mean, to be fair, that's pretty much our conversations in a nutshell.
Yep.
I don't think I'm going to use the insets here. Dancing around who it is. Well, because it's... I think the part that's throwing it off is the 3D versus 2D.
Mm-hmm.
Because... Actually, no. That's pretty much the only part that's keeping me from... like
The queen thing is
blaring,
throwing me off.
Mm-hmm.
becoming
like
a
none of
queen at
them.
the end. Well, because I would say, well, it's not after 2010, and Frozen definitely came out after 2010.
And it's also 3D.
Right.
Yep.
This is kind of amusing my various shades of purple that I've been working with. Well, I finally found a stable purple 265, 100, 100, so...
Yeah.
But a lot of these were, I was just trying to get it into that purple zone, and some of them are pretty different.
Makes sense. No, I think the biggest part is we're not too familiar on a... Well, we're familiar with Disney princesses, but it's a matter of a lot of the ones that came out around, at least the ones that we know, are 3D versions. So
Or the really old ones.
yeah, or they're
Yeah.
way older than 2010, 2000-ish. Is the film CGI made? That's a good question.
Well, no, that would be 3D
That's
then.
3D.
Yeah. That it would be. Hmm.
I can't think of anything Disney's come out in that time frame that wasn't 3D that involved a princess,
Yes,
even to begin
Thunders.
with.
I did do that. Because that's just how my brain works. Welcome to doing things the hard way.
What,
It happens a
eclectic
lot.
collection over here.
No, I put a battery down so I could use the door because I keep trying to open and close it just randomly. But then I'm in the back of the building that has no roof, mind you. And I put windows in, but I needed to put blocks underneath them. So I ran to the front, out the door, flew around the building, and put the blocks in. When I could have just flew over the wall and down. But not CGI. Yeah, I figured it wasn't.
Fuel critical.
Trying to think of movies with princesses that came out before 2010,
But after 2000.
but after
not
2000.
3D.
Yeah, not 3D, so...
Yeah, it is 2D, hand drawn. Yes.
I can't even think of any Disney movies that were hand drawn in that era. Be frank.
I can't either. That's when they were really starting to get into CGI around that time. I mean, you had Cars, you had Wall-E, a lot of Pixar stuff and DreamWorks, but
Tangled. And...
yeah.
Emperor's No Groove.
Mm-hmm.
That's not a princess, though.
Right. But then, yeah, Tangled, like we said, Princess and the Frog, Frozen.
I mean,
Frozen's post 2010.
Emperor's New Groove might as well be a princess. It would make so much
Princess
more sense.
Kronk.
Yes. Um.
My drone is running away.
Oh, we should totally
Sure.
put the Mad Cow in. FYI.
The Mad Cow is not actually ours. We borrowed it, remember?
Oh yeah, we had the Mad Bull that we changed it into.
Yeah.
Forgot about that. What was the year? The year was 2000 to 2010. That's as far as we know. Was it after 2005? So that'll narrow it down even more. Sorry was mainly seen as hand-drawn, but technically did use computer-generated imagery. Yeah, but that's same thing. It's 2D.
Yeah, 'cause, I mean, most animation is going to have computer enhancements done to it, even
Right.
hand-drawn stuff at that era. You're not getting the pure hand-drawn like the old Robotech.
Yep. No, I've been waiting for that question for an hour, by the way. So we know it's 2000 to 2005.
That makes sense, because the later movies would have to be the 3D ones.
Yeah. Should I?
I got married shortly after that range, so I was doing other things.
Could I even? You could. I don't think that's. Should totally. Hold on. Those need to be a different color too. Let's see. So between 2000 and 2005, animation. Oh yeah, there you go. That'll look great. Why do I not know a Disney princess between 2000 and 2005 that has subjects?
So that'll be your time.
Right. That has subjects, no blonde hair. Is not English. 2D. No superpowers. God.
Oh.
I am literally drawing a blank here, and I don't know why.
Fuel critical.
I wish I can get rid of this folder and put it around. I don't think we need it. I think that's plenty of my ships in there.
Perfect.
I mean, not really, Isaac. The more ships, the better.
Fuel
Because
critical.
that gives you variety to find things.
Yeah.
So you're not finding the same ship over and over again.
Mm-hmm. But still, I mean, between my ships and your ships and Phonic's ships, I mean, we're going to have a ton of ships in there, I imagine.
Yeah. Sleeping Beauty wasn't blonde, was she?
Yes, she is
Yes.
blonde, and she was also way before 2000.
Right.
Yeah, that's
No, I'm thinking of like the remakes that they might have done. I don't know how old Thunkers is, so I don't know if they even know about the 1980s and 70s.
Sonic Sleeping Beauty was 59.
You get my point. The originals, I should say. I don't know if they know about the originals. It's hard to say.
You know, it's strange. We haven't had any strong unknown signals spawn.
I've been watching. I have not seen any. Was born in the wrong decade. Should have been born so I could have experienced the 80s. Oh. Well, at least I know you're...
People look back on it
These are
with
my
more
age.
nostalgia than it actually had.
I don't know. I enjoyed it. I guess it depends on where you are, what you're doing.
What part of that 80s you were in, huh?
I was in
Oh.
Europe, so it was quite nice at the time.
That's fair.
And we got to put
Um,
the Dusty Susan in.
Oh, the Dusty Susan. Was that all vanilla?
Yeah, I think so.
I thought it was.
Yeah, I didn't have any blocks that didn't get spawned in.
Nice.
I mean, she is huge. Do you want me to put her in or not?
Yeah, you can throw it down there on the ice lake with ice and stuff. Be a lot of the bigger ships.
Oh, is that where we're putting the big ships?
I figured it's a nice
Wow.
big flat space, so
Well, I mean, yeah, I haven't actually gotten to any of my big ships yet, because
Right.
most of my big ships are stolen, so...
oh, you've got the one that you made for the Factorum assaults.
Yeah, that's towards the bottom of the list because it's spelled with a W, so
Ah, fair
I
enough.
am on D for Dusty Susan.
Let's see.
And drones.
I'm drawing a blank here. I honestly am not sure.
I think I stuck her in voxels. Oh well.
Eh.
That'll be fine.
Yeah.
Phonic can fix it in post.
Sure.
So, Phonic,
Yo.
you specifically did the easy start so we'd have somewhere to put our ships.
And none
And
of the
so
ships
far,
are on it.
we have not put a single ship on this base.
I
The
am
witness-
well aware.
The witness is on it.
That's a rover, not a ship.
If I put a thruster on it, I can make it a ship.
This is true. If you put a flat mo on it, you can make it a ship.
I have noticed this, don't worry. I don't know. I feel like I'm being attacked with how much you're putting me on the spot here, Thunkers. Thunk harder. Problem is, if I thunk harder, probably get an aneurysm.
Fuel critical.
Hmm.
See.
Good gravy. You put the
Hey.
Dusty Susan down next to that fleet, and it puts size in perspective, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Right.
Sonic, got a present for you.
There's only been one film made about the main character. Now, apparently the main character is not the Disney princess raving. At least that's what Thunkers said earlier. And apparently there's a gift for me
Right.
somewhere.
Yet the princess becomes queen.
Yeah. Oh, hey! The little starting rover.
Yeah, try not to blow this one in half in the first half an hour, will you?
Minor details.
Yeah. So, but we definitely need to have one of those in.
Yes. Oh, we gotta replace the
Yeah, you'll have to
bar
put
on
a
it.
battery, and a battery.
Yeah.
So,
Thought it had a battery. Okay.
it had a small energy core because I wanted to
Oh,
demonstrate
yeah,
the.
that's right.
I'm gonna put some rovers up here.
Okay.
Can always put some of them small batteries. Technically, there is a second movie, but it was meant as a setup for a series, and it didn't go well. I think it was a direct-to-DVD film. Didn't you say earlier that there was a direct-to-DVD
For
one that did?
Mulan.
Yeah.
That's right. Oh, that's plenty.
I mean, Little Mermaid 2 was direct to DVD, but she had a successful
Yeah.
TV show. Oh.
Would yeah, see, that part trips me up. What Disney princess is not the main character in their own thing that they become a queen in?
I mean, not the main character is a few of them. I mean, but
I don't.
I can't think of any Disney princesses that become a queen.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly,
Unless
the only
it's-
one I can think of is like the one older sister from Frozen, but that's way too new, way too 3D.
But see, Elsa starts as a queen, and then stops being a queen, so she doesn't become a queen. Or does she regain her throne at the end of the movie? I don't remember.
I don't think so.
No, she.
I don't think so either.
I think she doesn't start as the queen because her parents die like part of the way through the movie, towards the beginning. But
Her parents die in the first 10 minutes, and then she's the queen.
oh, welcome to Disney.
Yeah.
But I
See?
guess it depends on how nitpicky Thunkers is going to be here.
I don't think this is going to paste in at all, but let's see. Yeah. That's missing a lot of stuff. Hey, Eisen.
Yo.
It's mostly incomplete, or partially incomplete, but here's a ship that has
Atlantis?
enough. That's not a Disney princess. But here's a ship for you that's properly armed for a change.
Oh, okay. Where are you putting it?
I'll put it out here by
Well,
stuff.
I don't know.
And
Is
you'll note that
Atlantis
this
is
one,
a Disney movie?
yes, but she's not a princess. She's never been applied as a princess.
Yeah.
So keep in mind the reason why it's properly armed is because I was building with somebody else. Oh,
Oh,
crap.
I heard something break.
well.
So the Dino Blade. It has subgrid wings, which I forgot about because they can fold up.
Oh.
So, do you recognize that ship?
Atlantis is correct. See, that's why
Recognize
I
the
didn't
name.
say it.
Hmm?
Because I
Do not
didn't think
recognize
she
the
was an
ship.
actual, like, Disney princess.
Do a barrel roll.
Oh, is it supposed to be an... Oh. Okay. So it's supposed to be an R-wing. It's just...
It's
tips
upsized.
have been blown up.
So
The wing
Yeah.
tips. That kind of threw me.
yeah,
That makes sense.
but
Okay, I'm gonna have to Google that now. We're gonna put this to bed because I'm kind of with Nari and didn't think that that was a Disney princess.
What? Atlantis?
Yes.
yeah, the girl from Atlantis being a Disney princess. So because here is a picture of Disney princesses, all of them that
Asha, right?
I have no idea what her name is.
Never saw it.
What is the?
Or is it Raya? No, Raya is the dragon lady. What is her name? We need your help, Star Fox. God, that used to be my
So-
favorite game when I was younger.
Okay.
One of them.
The original.
N-
Okay. Because it could have been the 64 one, which was also good.
Yeah.
So yeah, we actually found somebody on the workshop who had done a
Kida.
really nice job of making a Arcwing,
Okay.
and we enjoyed playing with it. But we had reavers around, so we needed a bigger ship. So we rebuilt the Arcwing into a large grid ship and properly armed it.
Now, I
Okay.
don't know how good, like, the fandom is as far as canon, but apparently it says she is.
Which side are you on?
Fandom.
Oh, see, I pulled up the Disney Princess wiki.
That's what I was...
and,
Disney.fandom.
Oh yeah, DisneyPrincessFandom.com. Yeah. So, is she in? What is her name? Because Reyes, Moana,
Princess
Maria.
Kita Gaga,
Ki-
Gosh.
Yeah, Kida Nadake. I don't know.
I don't recognize her
Okay,
at all.
see, she is listed as an almost Disney princess on the site, and she's definitely not in any of the pictures.
It says King of Atlantis and former Princess of Atlantis, so English.
Yeah. Okay.
Ascending as Queen of Atlantis following her father's death. By the end of the first film, Kida had married Milo, which, yeah, that's the main character of Atlantis, and became the daughter-in-law of Augustus and Lucille Thatch, and the daughter-in-law of Thaddeus Thatch. Okay.
I never saw that movie. I never knew anything about that movie. So,
Yeah, I never saw it either.
Distinctive. She is over 8,800 years old. Nice.
I mean, that's
Cougar
not really
vibe
princess.
right there. Designed as a warrior woman, breaking the damsel in distress stereotype, Kida is the first Disney princess to ascend to queen status by the end of her debut film. Physical
the only.
features. Yeah.
apparently, if you're counting it as a Disney princess.
Ah, okay. Despite fan appeals, Kida was not added to the Disney Princess lineup, potentially due to Atlantis, The Lost Empire's underwhelming box office results. that would be
There you go. False hint.
Mm-hmm.
I rule the contest null and void.
it.
Reasons.
She wasn't officially in the Disney princess list. Guys, the fandom says she's not in the list, so I'm gonna have to disqualify that whole scenario.
You see, actually,
Actually, guys. Fun fact, there were no names for any characters in the Polar Express. I knew that one. You only need any ships for the MES. I got a decent bit. We're trying to put a bunch of ours in there. Not false. She was a princess. She was. Rages and
it's not
puts
a
a hole
Disney
in the wall.
princess.
To be fair, Atlantis did cross my mind, but I never considered it a Disney princess because the main character is Milo, and it's like his story basically. And all the other Disney movies where you see like the multiple Disney princesses and stuff like that, Kira is never in any of them. She did cross my mind though, but I also thought she was before 2000. So
Yeah, I would think it was before 2002.
Very, very close. That was 2001.
makes sense. I was fucking 8 years old. Should have asked. No, I mean, that's good. It definitely had me going for a loop. I was confused as all, trying to figure it out. I like that.
So Raving, it's not on the workshop yet. We're building it right now.
Yeah,
It'll be on the workshop once we get it done.
Right. So once we get the actual stuff done, we will be putting it on the workshop for sure. We're going to try and have it be console compatible, but for any MES mod, you need to run a dedicated
Fuel
server anyway.
critical.
So I don't know how console compatible it will be.
Just bear in mind, if you happen to spawn one of my warships, do be very prepared.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of funny. In the MES mod, my ships will probably be the lightest arms, and my bases for POIs are the heaviest armed.
Yeah, honestly. My buddy isn't allowed to play For Honor since every time he does, he breaks his control. I could see that. For Honor makes me rage, something that I didn't know existed.
That's most PvP games make folks rage, because it's PvP for you.
Well, no, because, like, I did Call of Duty for a long time, Battlefield. I was competitive in both, and did competitive matches in both. Not nationally, but I went to tournaments and stuff.
Is this a core rover? Got a block for some reason.
That's probably a Nakor rover. But For Honor, when I played it, it's very similar to like Elden Ring or Bloodborne with the combat, where you have to be precise, and it makes me smack my head against the wall.
Oh, I find those relaxing.
Like, I don't know what it is, but we don't like when he plays since he disappears for months, and when he comes back, he just says For Honor, and we go back to play. Sounds like a great friend.
So, do the rovers also need remotes, I presume?
Everything needs a remote.
Yeah.
Everything needs a remote and an antenna to spawn properly in MES.
Mm-hmm. Now, see, when I watched his video on the base installations, he says a control seat or remote, but he uses a remote in the example. So I would just
I need to make sure all mine have
do it that
antennas.
way. Can it be used for solo play on PC? Oh, if you're on PC, yeah, you can do
Oh, yeah.
MES by itself.
So
Priest needs an antenna.
Of course.
this is obviously missing a lot of blocks. I think this was a Atmo fighter.
Mr. Electric, send this man to the principal's office and have him expelled. No, yeah, MES can be used. If you're on PC, you don't have to worry about running a dedicated server or anything. You can run it by itself and just add whatever MES mods you want to use. The only reason I was saying being
Depending
run
on the
a
strength of your
dedicated
PC,
server-
3 to 5 is a good number of MES mods.
Yes.
Before I realized that, I had a world with like 20 of them. I like put in every single MES mod that was out at the time.
Right.
It didn't run very well.
Yeah. No, don't save that. Let me... Do I still have Steam up? I do not. Let me get Steam up real quick. Because I will show you...
That's not ours.
I mean, just typing in capital MES, you'll see all of the different mods that come up.
Yeah.
There's going to be a lot. Gotta head out, so if I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Thunkers, it's been fun. You have a good one, my friend.
Have a good night.
My shredder drone.
But Modular Encounters is basically the mod that allows all of these to run. And you could pick any of these. All you would have to do is come into the workshop on Space Engineers on Steam and just hit the little green plus sign. I mean, that's it. You can see a lot of them I don't have subscribed to because it's... I tend to unsubscribe to them because my list gets very, very long. But yeah, you should be able to use any of them if you're on PC. And a lot of them too. Say you forget to get regular modular encounter systems. A lot of them have it as a required item, so you normally don't
Wrong
have
unknown.
to worry about
I
it
think
too
they all
much.
do. Really? Where? Oh yeah, 80 kilometers away.
And then when you're setting up your world, you just go...
All right, everybody get the grinder, drill, welder emotes on your bar.
Right. Yeah, one of you guys can go get it if you want. I've just
Have
been
at it,
going to
Murray.
get
I'll get the
unknown
next one.
signals.
How are you?
But when you're setting up your save, like your world for the first time, you can go into the mods list and add the mods, yada yada, all the fun stuff. Whatever MES one you chose will be in there. So you won't have to worry about it. Ow! What the fuck was that?
Did you
No idea.
forget to turn on Invincible?
I didn't know I needed it.
Shit. Oh, that's weird. I think the button is inside of this
What happened?
signal.
I think the unknown signal just killed me?
That's a possibility. I've had that happen. Hey, wait a minute.
I don't want to get near it now. I'm scared.
What is the align to gravity button? Was that N?
B.
B.
Yeah. Fun.
Huh. I didn't know pipes had a small grid version.
I did not either, to be fair.
But this unknown signal has a pipes junction on it. actual button.
Awkward.
Fuel critical.
Oh no, this is a ship. Okay.
That would be why.
It's a small large grid ship. I got Jack Diddley Squat. It didn't work.
Makes sense.
So one of the broken ones.
Yep. I don't know what's up with that. It's like random that they work or don't work.
Yeah, I think they messed him up with the hotfix.
Yeah.
Kitchen. Actually, do you have any loot? Hey, there's a Pro 1 and 2 rockets in here. And 2.8 kilograms of nickel. And that's it. Plus whatever
Flip over.
the large ship gives you. So,
It's not flipping over. I know you're right there.
Gets to get myself to bed.
Got it. Hey, got a badge.
alrighty, have a good night.
I shall endeavor to do so.
No worries, Raven. We'll be here when you get back. Where?
Good night, all.
Have a good one, bud.
Alright.
Minimize that.
Oh, you finished the Hunchback? Didn't know you had actually finished that.
Oh, I have no idea. Is it
Yeah,
over
he's
here?
got it down here. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I guess we need to line the Dusty Susan up a little bit better. He's got that nice, neat line of ships, and the Dusty Susan is
Just
parked
there.
cattywampus.
Like our Eisen ship's all nice and rounded and got these pointed shapes to them. And then the Dusty Susan over here is just a freighter that somehow flies.
Yeah.
Well, I guess to be fair, it was just hauling, so
Yeah. It was just gas tanks and engines.
yeah. Gas tanks, and didn't it have a bunch of cargo too, or did we? Oh no, it was
Yeah.
just hydrogen, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was just a hydrogen hauler. Didn't even have any hydrogen generation on it.
Right.
Well, it might have had it in the drive thrusters, but it doesn't have in the...
Not in the
Cargo
tanks
planes.
themselves, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think we kept it all separate.
Yeah, specifically so that it could haul gas and not burn it all up on
Right.
travel. So,
Yeah, I forgot about it. Nice. Then we have a bunch of engines down here with some... Ew, this was before even the captain's desk and everything. We got regular chairs in here.
for the console blocks and everything, yep.
Yeah. Fair enough. Could probably make that look real nice nowadays.
Well, I mean, we wanted her to be all busted up.
I mean, it wasn't ever really meant to fly, so... Alright. So, we got the bathroom there. Let's go ahead and put a kitchen in. Was it? Yeah, the lab cabinet. Let's give you some.
Fuel critical.
Fuel is critical. Yes, I am well aware. Then we got a fridge.
Got a copy of Nicore's Grumpy Destroyer.
Nice.
And I could drop in. Missing guns. Oh, yeah. So got a copy of the Goliath too.
Oh. I think that can work as a nice little kitchen.
Yeah, that looks pretty nice actually.
And then let's do a couple.
Can't tell on your screen. Do you have that in wood grain?
Yeah. To give it that little bit of detail, it doesn't really give it the wood. Barely, but more like a laminate. It's kind of what I was going for, like wood cabinets and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
A little bit of a seating.
I still don't understand why all the machines that they put out are not large grid. The microwave, the coffee machine, all
I
those
know.
things that they put in. They're all small grid. It's like,
I don't like it. And I'm wondering if it's because of a lot of the super gridding that people do for stuff like this. Because, like, I just saw on the Steam workshop, actually.
yeah, that house that you're talking about.
Yeah. This one. It's the first
But, I
thing
mean,
that pops
wouldn't-
up. But he super gridded all of this. Like, you can see it under the benches and stuff. And then that corner is programming blocks for small grid and the consoles.
But wouldn't them making a block that had a microwave in it prevent people from super gridding it?
You would think, and it would be nice if they did. And I wonder if, because the rumor is the next update's going to be like the food stuff, right? Or the farming, yada yada.
Survival improvements.
Yeah, that one.
So
I wonder if it's going to have something like that on there.
maybe. Like, that's why they did it with the small grid, microwave, and all that other stuff, so that it would be ready for the food, and then something that you could attach to your rovers and stuff.
Right. That's what I'm wondering, is maybe they're going to add it in with that. At least I'm hoping. It's hard to say for sure, but
I mean, if that was the plan, then I'm fine with it, but I get, because, yeah, you do need some stuff for a small grid, but I mean, while you're trying to find supplies and stuff or a place to make a base or something like that, just like in daily needs, they have that little emergency ration generator that you put on your small grid survival pod until you can get the infrastructure set up for the large grid blocks to make your food properly.
yeah.
But Is this? Oh, that's the one we took off the workshop for when we were on Irene.
Hmm.
Fuel critical.
Because, I mean, other than the Polywog, I've never seen a large small grid rover. Something that has an interior. You know? And that's what you would need for like that coffee machine and microwave and stuff like that would be
Yeah.
a small grid with with an interior.
Definitely. I don't see too much of another way to go about that
Making it
without yeah, I mean really without super gridding everything. It's hard to do stuff like that nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
Could I just do we'll just do that. Give myself a big flat screen in the bedroom.
Mm.
Be perfect. Welcome back, my friend. Trying to figure out how big of a TV I should give myself.
The 5x5.
Hell yeah.
What would that be? Let's see. 5 times 2.5. Each block is 2.5 meters.
Yep. So you're looking at 12 and a half.
Well, that would be the sides,
Yeah.
but they're measured diagonally. So it would be, what is that? A squared plus b squared equals c squared. So it would be 12.5.
Yeah, so 12.5 squared plus whatever.
0.25 equals 312, and then do I have a? That'd be a 17-inch. No, I don't know. It's too late for math.
Really is. And yes, we are in quote unquote sandbox mode. However you want to call it.
Did I bring this drone out already? Yes, I did.
But basically what we're doing, because I know you were asking about MES earlier, so to kind of give an example, I know I brought up Steam earlier with a lot of the MES mods and everything. But it's just a good
I
example.
mean, I've got a lot of stolen MES
Right.
vehicles.
But modular encounters, you can download, not download really, but you can use right in your own save. Once you subscribe to it on Steam, you can go through. I mean, hell, just typing in modular gives you a couple of them. Actually, no, not nowadays. It's giving you a bunch of modular parts. Apparently, somebody's been making stuff.
Yeah, modular space station.
Yeah.
There's a couple of them.
If you just type in MES, a bunch of them will come up. And you can go through, do what you want. Like I said, most of them will say modular encounters is required. So it'll automatically put this in your game if you do not have it already. And then I will hop out of this really quick just to show you because it only takes a second to load.
Hold on. Oh, wait, this is the server. Never mind.
Yeah. You're good.
I was like, wait a minute, I'm in the middle of the menu. Let me...
But actually, I'll show you on a new one because I just don't have to start it. But once you go through whatever, normally star system is what I'll choose because you have all the different planets. And then you go to customize. And you can change everything in here. Normally, you'll have in-game scripts turned on. And then, where's it at? Progression turned off. Unless you like progression.
Yep.
After the first 1 or 2 times of playing the game, just turn it off because it just becomes annoying.
It gets annoying because you want to build something cool and you don't have
Now
any
you
of the
have
blocks.
to figure it out, yeah. You can do survival if you want friends to join you, whatever. But go to choose mods. And if you're on PC, most of your mods should be through Steam, just for compatibility reasons. You'll look for the ones with this little Steam icon. Don't worry about these house ones. Those are my personals. But you'll look for the Steam icon ones, and you'll look for modular encounter systems. You can see why I have to go through mine every now and then. But there's that. You can double click it, or you can just click on it so it highlights and hit the little arrow. But then you have all of these other ones that you can put in as well. And say you forget to do the modular encounters one. As long as these are in and the mod author did it right, it will automatically put modular encounter systems in your save because they listed it as a requirement. But that's it. I mean, after that, you just click OK. Or you can add all the other mods you want and then just hit start. It's in. Now, one thing to keep in mind, I know Meridian did, Lucas, but I don't know about a lot of other mod authors. They will actually list how tough the mod is in the workshop.
Yeah. Some of them do, some of them don't.
Yeah. So, I mean, we'll... that's mobile merchants. We want... I don't know if Splitsy did.
No, he didn't. The Necrons, I believe, do, if you want to look up that one, since it's right there at the top.
Yeah.
I think they listed how difficult it was.
shows you a bunch of the ships. God, he's got things for everything.
Yeah, they're beautiful.
They really are.
But I haven't found a monolith yet or a doom scythe. No, I guess he didn't.
Yeah.
I thought he had it. Maybe it's on the weapons that he has listed.
Maybe. Oh. Thought that was. It just says meant to be very difficult. And is balanced with modded weapons.
Yes.
Nice.
Because
Love
a
that.
lot of those ships have 3-kilometer range on their weapons.
Holy shit.
3 or more.
Can you at least build the weapons?
No. You can steal the weapons.
Oh, well,
But
that's fair,
all
I
of
guess.
the Necron stuff is made out of proprietary materials. So when you grind them down, you don't get anything out of them, out of their special blocks.
Gotcha. So this is what I mean by the difficulty. Some of them will have something like this. Maybe not a table, but they'll have like out of 5 stars how difficult a mod is. Behavior difficulty and grid difficulty are probably the 2 you want to watch for. Reavers being 4 out of 5 stars because they're, I hate to say it, kind of assholes.
Well, yes, like anything over 4 stars will actively hunt you down.
Yes.
3 stars or less won't.
Yeah, they'll kind
So-
of leave you alone as long as you leave them alone.
So, but yeah, they'll have defenses on them and stuff so that you can go and attack them when you want combat, but they won't hunt you down and destroy your stuff.
Where Reavers, you get within a specific range, they will come after you.
Or move too fast, or...
Have your
Have an
beacon
antenna
on
on.
a little too high, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They're kind of jerks. Them and orcs. I hate them both.
Honestly, I think the Reavers are more aggressive. Orcs
Yeah.
will chase you, but it doesn't seem like they have attacked me as often as Reavers do.
Yeah, that's
Reavers
true.
will just...
Reavers just kind of annoy
Yeah, they're
you.
assholes.
Yeah.
My little ladybug drone thought I was doing that one time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, I need...
Which apparently still has its AI box active, so
Yeah.
it's trying to go.
Right.
But it was built
But-
for the moons, but has very little thrust.
That's fair. But that is what we are actively trying to do, is basically build one of those. So what we're doing, we're kind of going ambitious with it. So a lot of people will start out with like, you know, a couple ships here or there, a couple,
Maybe, yeah, like half a dozen ships.
half a dozen ships, you know, a couple bases maybe, stuff like that. We have a goddamn arsenal and a half going on here. I mean, you got all those little ships there. My base I've currently been building this whole time. I know I have prints of about 2 or 3 other bases. Then you have all the ships down here. It's gonna be fun. So we're gonna have stations. We're gonna have pretty much everything.
Little grid you can find out, because since most of my stuff is small grid.
Yeah.
Oh, I figured out one of the issues I had with why I have so much trouble with large grid vehicles.
Yeah.
They give me vertigo.
Really?
Yeah, because I snagged a ship in my solo world, and it was bigger than the things I usually fly, even when I steal them. And it got really bad with that particular ship because it was such a large vessel. It made it a lot more obvious that I was getting vertigo from it, because I swapped back over to my Corvette and I felt better, but I was still like, oh, I'm still
Oh, hey, you
a
have my
little bit
little
off.
rover.
Yeah.
guns
got
that are
it.
replaced on it, and cockpits
I got
and
your
stuff.
salamander too. So
Oh yeah,
if you
who's
want,
that thing?
oh, I haven't put it out. I thought
Ah.
you had a copy of it, but I'll
Oh, I
drop
have
one
one.
in.
That's how to use the mods. I wonder about that. I usually play in survival mode, build a drill, and more, and buggy, and get ice. I ran out. Oh, yeah. So, I do have a series.
Fuel critical.
I don't think I ever completed it, because I started the 10 things I wish I knew. But that basically starts out with vanilla stuff, and like your first time building and stuff like that. Or there's Splitsy that everybody recommends, and I would too. You know, just because I have videos on it doesn't mean I won't recommend other guys.
A lot of his stuff is really old, though. He never did get his
Yeah.
redone series done.
Right.
So
And I was
some of
thinking about doing another one starting from with this new stuff, but this new stuff didn't really add much.
that you could use in the starting of
Yeah.
survival.
Right.
Well, actually, no. Though I mean, the cargo ships.
Yeah. There's new cargo ships.
If you do a start from space,
It
you'll be
would.
running into that new stuff all the time.
Yeah.
So you could
Or
do
especially just flying to space to find them.
There's that. So, because I mean, if you started on
Well, and with the
planet
new
side, then you could do the planetary encounters.
Yeah, and with the new refill station and cargo access points, that'll make base building a lot easier too.
Yeah, I
'Cause
shoved a few of those in. So
That's one
I
thing
even
I'm
picked
trying to
them
do with this base I'm building is trying to use as many of the new stuff as I can. I know I'm gonna do another one that's like a science lab. This one's more just like a habitation building. Which reminds me, we can put in the actual entertainment now. So let's do open concept here. Go something like that.
cargo truck.
Like the building part of the game, I crashed my first rover and flew into a tree, so you restarted. Welcome
Oh, yeah.
to everybody's first time. Get used to it.
Oh yes.
Crashing is the name of the game, my friend. If you tend to get away from it, you're doing something wrong. Not really, but you get the idea. The crashing and
If you're getting away from the crashing of the rovers, then you need to start building some sick jumps so that you can do stunts.
yeah. That is a thing. Now, you'll realize with me, if you watch long enough or have watched long enough for the rest of you, I build 98% of my stuff on the fly, and I do not do it in creative. I don't know why. There's no rhyme or reason for it. I could easily go into like a creative world and build. I just don't. To me, it's more fun doing it on the fly, because I guess it's my career in industrial maintenance and fabrication, especially with welding and fabrication being my kind of forte. On the fly is what I do for a living. So, especially in the maintenance side of stuff, I don't get a chance to go over blueprints and plan things out. It's you figure it out now, or company loses millions of dollars. But I mean, everybody builds different. I mean, Eisen, all of the ships that he has over here, maybe minus one or two, he built in a creative world and then blueprinted into survival. I can almost promise that.
I don't think he's got any ships there that he built entirely in survival.
Yeah. I
think
couldn't
those are
remember
all-
about the hatchback.
Maybe? No, I don't know. I was off those weeks because I had
Yeah.
that other stuff going on.
Right.
And you guys were building the hatchback, so I don't know, but
But yeah, and then I know Nari will sometimes build in creative and then build in survival.
and I only build in creative for events.
Right. Nakor will build in survival.
Fuel critical.
Yeah.
But I mean, everybody does it different. There's no right or wrong way, is my point. So whatever you're more comfortable with, if you're in your survival world and you want to find a way to do
Print out.
something, yeah,
Like if you want to print out a ship from the workshop, or just download a ship from the workshop and use it.
I
then
mean,
you can do that.
there's ways to
That's
do
it.
everything.
That's a good way to start a lot of times, is find a nice looking rover on the workshop and drive around for a while until you have some need, and then modify it
Mm-hmm.
or repair it when it crashes. So do we want to throw the bases down? Because I've got the Ares base.
Mining base.
Yeah,
whatever it was.
looks like we've added a landing pad of some sort. And we definitely got a line down to
The water.
a water, yeah. It's got a huge.
I'm not opposed to it.
I didn't know if we wanted to throw down bases right now or not.
Yeah, I don't care. That'll be fine.
I'll just stick it there.
So there are also ways to kind of get around running out of
Oh.
ice
No,
and
this
stuff
was
like
the
that.
base. Yeah, for example, if you are doing mods, there's a mod called the Moisture Evaporator mod.
It's actually
Based
really
on
nice.
the yeah, you just throw it down and it generates a little bit of ice for you all the time, and then you don't have to go find ice. You've got ice hanging around. It
If I
doesn't do a
rem-
lot unless you put a lot of them down, but
I was gonna say,
it
if I
gives you
remember,
enough-
it's a very slow amount.
it's actually enough to run a hydrogen engine.
Oh, fair.
Yeah. I mean, if you hook it up to a hydrogen engine, you won't have anything else. It'll only do that. But it is enough to run a hydrogen engine off of.
More than I give it credit for, then.
Mm-hmm. Or keep your hydrogen bottles filled or something like that.
Yeah. Rather build on land, not keen on flying and building, scared of heights even in games, which is fine.
Then if you're doing MES, the Wasteland Tire Thieves are for you, because it's an all rover MES mod.
Yeah.
That and
Didn't
Rex.
he make a scenario around that too? That you could probably
no.
play? Oh,
No,
he didn't.
not the Wasteland. You're thinking of the Scrapyard mod.
Oh, yeah.
Scrapyard. Scrapyard, Rex, and Wasteland Tire Thieves are all planetary encounters. So yes, there is a Scrapland scenario, but that's by Splitsy, not by the Wasteland Tire Thieves guy.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking of. Oops. One thing to keep in mind too is there's no to play. Even if you never go to space, there are mods and ways of doing things that you'll never have to worry about going to space. Like he said, with Wasteland Encounters, Tire Thieves, a couple others that I know of.
I still spend 70% of the time on the ground in a rover.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
I'll jump up into space every once in a while, but just mostly to get like uranium and platinum, and to occasionally smash ships into other ships. That's really fun after a bad day. Put in one of the nice aggressive MES mods.
And just
grab a ship off the workshop and just slam into them.
Yep. It definitely helps.
Mm-hmm. Actually, killed a Reaver Crimson with a ramming attack once. So
How the hell did you manage that?
I have no idea. I had just had a bad night. I had a save that had Reavers in it. And I just opened up the workshop and grabbed the first thing that looked kind of cool, and I don't even remember what it was. And that one didn't get in the voxels. That's bad. And I just started ramming Reavers.
That's kind of funny, to be honest. Not even gonna lie about it. Got ice, but looks about 5 to 10 miles ish away. Oh, that ain't terrible.
Yeah, that's a lot closer than you think.
Yeah. Oh, what? I guess you're going there. Doors.
Silicon.
No, we want regular.
Done.
No, we can do it for
That seems to be all the ones I have. Iron, silicon, and cobalt. I don't have the nickel mine, it looks like.
I may have had that one. Let me check.
Maybe. Well, you don't need to check right now.
It's not like I'm doing a whole hell of a lot.
I might have to reuse this cobalt mine. It came out really nice.
There's a couple of them that I've actually been wanting to use somewhere else. They just
Actually, all of these came out really nice. So. Got a good of a job we had done on these. Because, yeah, even this silicon mine looks great. This could easily be converted into like a scientific lab. Take out the refineries and the cargo.
Yeah.
Oh, we must have had some sort of pipe things, because we've got the pipes, the things that surround them, but actually it looks alright. It's just no longer piped up. The silicon mine over here.
Yeah, we had...
Oh, the Ganymede pistons, wasn't it?
The Ganymede.
Ganymede conveyors.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, we could use the normal pipes in there.
Well, but it looks fine.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Oh, yeah, with just those neon tubes there. So I just don't know how stable it is. It might be held together by still thinking that it's got the blocks there. You know how blueprints are sometimes when you don't have the stuff.
Yeah, maybe.
But
Can always do something like that.
yeah,
I just don't have a block on the inside over here.
yeah, and that's fine.
Probably
But
should
that'll hold the neon tubes, so.
yeah. Do something like
All
that.
right.
Yeah, I forget. What was it? Nickel you said you don't have?
Yeah, I definitely don't have nickel.
I have.
Okay.
Contains some blocks that are not in. Yeah, probably not.
Yeah. So that's
Uh,
iron, nickel, silicon, and cobalt. I think that was it, right? For the starter planet, because we didn't have any exotic
Critical.
resources. Well, maybe we did have silver, didn't we?
I don't.
I don't think we had
so.
gold. I don't have anything under silver.
S2CC, cobalt, iron, nickel. I have the cell point and silicon.
Maybe we didn't have silver on that.
No, I don't think so. I think it was just the base materials. The cell point would be fun though.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just a little store. Probably have to update it a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Because I think you had to use a special store block for it, so...
Yeah, at the time I did.
Which one
Yeah, I
was
forgot
that?
how industrial we made a lot of these.
Yeah. What is this one? Oh, that's the miner.
Oh yeah, Jesus. The amount of
we wanted the-
batteries we put in there.
Because, well, particularly because the nickel mine, because the batteries use a ton of nickel.
Yeah,
So we kind of themed all of them, if you remember.
right.
The silicon one we made as out of glass as much as we could.
Yeah.
The nickel one we just put a ton of batteries in because you use nickel for the batteries.
Is this ice?
And I think that, yeah, that's Eisen's base.
Okay.
And the cobalt one I think we did out of heavy armor.
Yeah. One of them. Yeah.
Doesn't
No,
That's the iron one. The cobalt
Yeah.
one is the blue one. We didn't make it out of heavy armor. Well, yes. The
oh, we used
cargo
thrusters.
we used thrusters and we used heavy armor.
Yeah.
Not all of it is out of heavy armor either because we had to patch it or we didn't think of it at the time when we got the refinery part in. But the base thing,
Yeah.
the cargo and stuff like that is all out of heavy armor, and then all the guns on it were the ones that needed metal grids.
Right.
So it needed cobalt to build specifically. So yeah, we kind of themed them, but
And it was blue.
and it was cobalt blue, yes. And the nickel one was yellow, and silicon we didn't match the colors with because silicon is just black, and we didn't want a black building, so
Right.
we wanted stuff that was.
I wonder if
Dynamic.
I can make the splitsy tree spawn right in front of a player. Like do minimum
No.
distance 50 meters. That would
That'd be
great.
hilarious. You could
But
do that.
no, I don't think you can.
I think that they have to spawn a minimum of 2 kilometers, I think.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen anything spawn closer than that. God, that would be terrible. A Crimson Reaver that spawns at 50 meters?
Be amazing. What are you talking about?
Bring me my brown pants.
My cardiologist would love me.
It's like, wow, you've really been getting your steps in. No, a Reaver spawned. Right in my face.
I just have constant heart attacks every day. Oh shit. But I do believe I'm gonna have to finish up here soon.
Okay.
But I have to figure out what to do with this little tiny corner. Make it like an armory or something.
Put in.
Because I don't have any
building now, because now I can hardly see your thing.
Fuel critical.
Yeah, okay. It's tiny compared to everything else.
I didn't really think those mines were all that big. So which corner? This corner?
Yeah.
And that's a hallway.
Like a little hallway to a bathroom, basically. I was thinking about having like an armory kind of like this. And then put maybe lockers either side to kind of make it its own little room.
Yeah. That would work.
And then you have your little hallway to the bathroom with your perfectly placed toilet.
So you can have a nice view.
Yep. Then you got your little bedroom. I have to change the colors. For some reason, my thing went to like lime green.
Oh.
Then you got a little desk in
It was when you were tabbing out.
Oh, yeah.
Because that always moves your colors on you.
Yeah. Is that like a dust? Can we make it? I hate that everything on the desk gets the same color.
Mm-hmm.
We'll just do that. We're good. Got your little TV and all that kind of stuff. Be fun. Cat was being sick. That ain't good. What is that? That dust? That is.
Oh, yeah. The wambulance.
Be perfect. Then let's make.
That was another fun ship. Oh.
What's that?
Oh, this was Rias's ship, his miner.
Oh.
And he put the high school D&D things on because we were teasing each other with the LCD stuff. So
Oh.
he's a big fan of high school D&D. So he's got those on his LCDs.
That's fair. I would make the joke of what anime fan isn't a fan, but
I honestly have not seen it.
yeah, not
I've read
missing
it.
a whole
I've
lot.
read a couple. Yeah, I've read a couple of crossovers with it, and it seems neat. But
Yeah, you're not missing a whole hell of a lot, to be fair. I don't know if I should have the doors on here or not. Yeah, I think so. Be kind of nice. Then we'll grind
Oh.
some of it down and
my semi.
oh.
No, wait. This is your semi.
My semi. The Goliath?
No, your little one with the runway.
Oh. You have the one with the runway?
Yeah, right here.
Ah.
Oh, crap! You had a lot of subgrids on that.
Yeah, there were quite a few.
Well,
Yeah, the whole trailer was a subgrid that had subgrids on it.
well, the good news is it's already partially wrecked, so there's less work you have to do on it to clean it to make it ready for MES.
That's fair.
Right?
Fuel critical.
Remove all those floating objects. So mental note, if I actually want to use that thing, paste it in space and build a hauler to bring it down.
Which is funny because I did not have that issue when I spawned it in this actual crossplay server.
Well, look how many grids we've got around now.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
Could definitely see it. Oops. There we go. All fixed. Like nothing happened.
oh, did it damage the base?
A little bit. Broke a couple things. Nothing huge.
You need some support pillars.
I do.
There, that deck's not floating. I just put some interior pillars down in that wood color.
Just thinking.
Wood?
Whatever color.
I guess I'm getting tired. I just searched for squid. In my... I just actually do have some. Or people who had miners that called the squid.
Not sure how I feel about that.
So yeah, I got Clarence the Astra squid, which I think was supposed to be some sort of semi-MES thing. It was supposed to have programming blocks in it and stuff that would wander around space.
No. Makes sense.
Base squid.
Alright, yeah, I think that's probably gonna be about it for me.
Yeah,
We got a
I
lot
think so
done.
too.
We got a lot of ships laid out, a lot of bases laid out. I got this base pretty much done. I just want to add the antenna, remote, stuff like that, the functional stuff now. Design-wise, it's pretty basic and minimal, so doesn't have an assembler or anything on it. I guess I could probably put like a basic assembler in here somewhere. Up
Yeah.
here. Maybe a basic refinery. Yeah, I honestly probably could, to be fair. But we'll do that next time. I don't know what we will be doing tomorrow, whether it's the crossplay server or in here doing the MES stuff. But we'll figure it out. Shouldn't be too bad. Keep it going. But with that, if you guys like it, enjoy it, want to give us any more hints, I broke my armory. Wow. Of all the things. Okay.
I mean, technically, you broke your armory. It was your ship, your semi.
That's fair. I'll give you that. But if you would like to see more of it, hit the follow button. If you're on the YouTube side of things, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It's free. Helps us out on the channel. Gets people, over to us and seeing more of what we put out and coming over and talking. I love talking with all of you. Like the whole 2.5 hours of playing 20 questions. It was fun. But yeah, I mean, get you guys in with us a little more, get you talking. That's always the best part. I love chatting with all of you, especially giving us ideas. And if you need any help or anything, we're always here. If you would like to just join the Discord, go ahead and do that. I mean, that's also free. You can chat with us, talk with us. We're not just a Space Engineers crew, so we do pretty much everything. I mean, we got MMOs, we got shooters, we got RPG guys, mobile even. I think we have a category for it at this point. Just bring your friends, bring everybody. Let's hang out in there. Trying to make it a one-stop shop for all genres, all games, all fun. But with that, I am going to bid you adieu. Thank you for the sub, Raving Mad. I appreciate you. And we shall catch you in the next
Fuel
one.
critical.
Shut up, Jetpack. You all have a wonderful rest of your night.